Up with something truly special at coronacigar.com.
Do you own a small business? A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get super sure.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Need help after an accident? Just call Mo. Learn more at JustCallMo.com or call 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station guaranteed human. Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. You are now listening to The Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
That's right, guys. Here we go on a Tuesday edition of the Jim Colbert Show. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate that, as we do every single day, and we do have a good program set up for you this afternoon. We'll get you caught up on what's happening in the world. Deb will do that around 3:20 with JCS News. 3:45, it's the Froggers football follow-up. Somebody out there is going to win a $25 gift card to Froggers Grill and Bar. If you can choose what member of the show had the most correct picks this weekend in NFL action, 4 o'clock hour, we'll do What'd You Do That's New, Deb's Choice. 5 o'clock hour, it's trivia, and we'll end it up with It's Only Money with Bratcher Brown, Scott Brown's son. He'll be in from Edgewater Family Well. Plus, we'll do You Heard It Here first as well. Your calls, texts, and talkbacks all day long. Welcome to the show. I'm Jim. To my left, my lovely and very dangerous co-host, Ms. Deb Roberts.
Hello there.
Straight ahead producer Jack Bradshaw.
Good afternoon.
407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Find us easily on social, guys. Instagram, Facebook at The Jim Colbert Show. On X, just at Jim Colbert Show all day, every day. At JimColbertLive.com. That's where you can check us out on YouTube. Send us a talkback if you'd like. That's easy as well. Grab the iHeartRadio app, go to Real Radio, and use that mic to send your comment over to Jack. We'll get you on there.
Is there something going on with your voice there,
Yeah,
Chief?
I don't know what's just happened. I don't know what's up.
Puberty?
No, literally, it just happened.
It just
he
happened.
hasn't sounded like this for the first hour and a half we were here.
I do not know what happened. All of a sudden, my voice just got, it's wild. That is crazy. Maybe it'll clear up. Who knows? How you guys doing today? Everything good?
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah.
I have a conspiratorial thing to start the show with a little bit today.
I love those all of a sudden.
I've got a quick question. And this is kind of a legit question. All right?
Kind of.
Oddly legit, not legit, maybe not. Do you think the leaders of the world are chipped? Do you think that...
What do you mean by chip?
Do you think there is an RFD chip that's been attached to world leaders, like we do our pets? I mean, and it seems implausible because
Not really.
there are so many people insulating those people around the world, whether it be any of the despots in the world, whether it be our president, whether it be Canada's president, whether it be any of the dignitaries in the world. Are they chipped? In case they get kidnapped, in case something happens, do we always know where these people are?
I think Escape from New York was the last time a president was kidnapped. But
They could just wander off these days. You never know.
Yeah, they could.
The last couple could just wander off. You never know.
I wouldn't be surprised.
At this point, nah.
I don't think
They got an air tag in their belt.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know if it's in their skin. I obviously I don't think that they in the nape of necks across the world when it comes to dignitaries. There are RFD chips, but I wonder if in their clothing or in their daily apparati that if there's something that kind of tracks where they are and what they're doing.
In case we have to issue a purple alert.
I don't know. I just kind of thought, I was like, well, we do this to our pets.
Has a president ever been missing?
I don't think a
Ever.
president's ever been missing.
Ever.
Wasn't it Obama used to, or was it Obama or Clinton that used to go on walks all the time?
Obama went out to smoke.
Yeah, was it smoking?
It
I
was
thought-
Bush who went out for a run or for a bike ride.
That's who it was.
Yeah.
And this dude would disappear for a couple hours. And I heard he was a nightmare for Secret Service. Like I'm telling you, I think this guy would go out like amongst the world without that normal protection you would have as a president of the United States. I don't know why I thought that today.
That explains your voice. They're trying to shut you down.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
All right. I just
They have
kind
that
of.
mind reading software. They're like, quick, get Colbert.
It says, I actually wrote a note here. It says, are they chipped? Are dignitaries chipped? Do we know who they are all the time?
So what dispensary do you go to?
Yeah, it's the one right up there in Eustis. Anyway, also the other thing too is, so the other night, I don't know, you guys can do game nights with friends?
No.
You don't do game nights at all? I mean, I know that we do poker, but poker's not considered like a game night, right? Because that's a specific thing. I mean, I think when you go to game night, people are expecting like your categories or your Monopoly or whatever, right?
Right.
I have there in the past. Very fun, but it's just something that doesn't happen a lot.
Right, I would agree with that. So we do these with Code Black and his wife Kelly. We go over and play spades or whatever, and we kind of hang out because when we don't see each other for a while, and occasionally we'll get together and do a game night. If you had to list what you think is the game that would cause more divorces, what would that be? Or strife in relationships, what would that be? What game is that?
Bridge.
Bridge?
Isn't there a game like Truth or Dare out there, like one of those card games? Like you either have to.
Yeah.
Well, that's the Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah.
But that's just a shock value thing. Like there are games out there. Like I'll give you an example.
Well, Monopoly used to classically cause all of the fights when you're growing up.
Like win, lose, or draw. Right? Or games like charades, right? Because if you aren't a good artist and you don't understand how to convey those thoughts, it can get very frustrating. Matter of fact, it's almost like a running joke, right?
Yeah, it's like canoeing with your partner.
Right.
Anything that if it involves teamwork.
Right, yeah.
And then now you're throwing in a competitive component to it.
Yeah.
So, like anything where you need the other person to work with you to be able to, I can see that leading to tense situations.
Frustrations, right? Because, I mean, maybe you get it faster. Maybe you're a better explainer or whatever, right? The reason I asked this is this. We went over to Code Black's house to play spades, and we're starting to play spades, and we play spades for a little bit, a couple games. We just we switched teams. So I was with his wife, and he was with my wife.
I knew that about you guys.
For the card game. And we just got slaughtered in spades, right? It was just absolutely slaughtered. Then Code Black's wife says, let's play this game. And the instant she said this, Code Black looks at me and says, well, I just saw that almost start a fist fight over Thanksgiving. Are you sure you want to play this game? And I'm like, well, I certainly want to play it now. I want to see what this thing has to offer. Have you guys ever heard of the game Catchphrase?
I've heard the name.
So Catchphrase, have you heard it, Deborah?
Yeah, I've heard the name.
Right, it's a component, right? So you have this thing, it's a disc. And on the disc, when you hit the button, it gives you a category. I think there are like 5 or 6 categories: fun and games, variety, geography, stuff like that. Kind of a Trivial Pursuit kind of thing, right? It flashes a topic or flashes a thing up on the screen. You have to describe that thing and get your partner to guess that without saying any of the words or doing stuff like that, right? Seemingly easy, right? Like if I were to say if it popped up and it said red, what would you say? Yeah, fire truck is this color.
Right,
red. That's it. It's super simple. Some of them are very easy. Some of them are very easy.
Wagon.
Some of them are very complicated.
That you put in the bag.
And you wouldn't think they're complicated. Don't play this game. This game is a slaughter machine for relationships.
Catchphrase.
It's called Catchphrase. And if anybody out there listening, they understand. I was trying to figure out what the worst game is for relationships when it comes to creating scenarios that could wind up being kind of sideways.
Right.
And man, playing this game I think we played 2 rounds of it. I was like, I could see where this could get gross, like quick. Because if you're not... you try to explain it, and the whole idea is once your partner guesses it, you pass it on to the next person. The last person holding the thing, the other team gets the point. Like if we were playing, and I explained it to Deb, and then Deb passed it to you, Jack, and you're trying to explain it to Naomi, and it buzzes while it's in your hands, we get the point.
Right.
It's like a hot potato. You want to get rid of it. Man, I thought there were some games out there could cause some strife. That thing was, you could feel yourself going, God, how can you not get this? How can you not get it? And the same on the other side. They're explaining, and you're like, how am I not getting this? And the eye rolling, oh, man. If you haven't tried that game, if you haven't played it, it's a great Christmas gift and a great game because I don't know that there's...
No, I'd like to keep my relationship, thank you.
I don't even know if there's a limit of how many people you can play. I mean, because it's just a circle. You just keep passing the thing around. I think you could probably play like 4 teams, maybe more. Super fun, though.
So your best friend said when this game was proposed that this nearly caused a fist fight at Thanksgiving, and then you guys proceeded to play it for 2 rounds.
Couldn't wait to play it because I wanted to see what he was talking about, and you immediately can understand. Apparently, at their Thanksgiving, there were a couple sisters that decided to team up.
Oh, sisters.
Terrible decision. Apparently,
Sisters.
those were the ones that almost went for it.
Sisters.
Yeah. All right, 77031. That's how you text us. Powerball's gone crazy. Have you seen the number?
No.
So, have you seen it, Jack?
No.
Let me ask you guys a question real quick.
We used to know when it was getting big.
I know.
Do you believe that when you see a Powerball during the holiday season, there's something more magical about it?
No.
No.
You don't really. You guys don't feel that? I mean, you're not really. I mean, it's $770 million right now.
Oh, 770?
770,
Yeah.
right?
Okay,
$770
so
million.
7 is God's number. So
Right,
yeah,
yeah,
okay.
That's cute.
The point being is this, right? We all kind of understand the odds are astronomical. It's like 1 in 300 million or something, right? Like it's you versus the United States
Right.
when it comes to winning the thing. So, but that doesn't matter. I don't know that anybody really believes they're going to win it, but I believe that when the lottery is this big during the holiday season, for some reason it feels more magical. Because Jack is laughing. He's not going to laugh when I say why. Why do you think I think that, Jack? I'm about to bust every preconceived notion you have about me. Why do you believe I think it's more magical this time of year?
Because you believe in fairies and Santa Claus
Yeah, all
and
that stuff. Yes,
angels
yeah.
and ghosts.
No, that would be me. His would be money.
Yeah, what would you think? Why would you think I would be more magical? Like $770 million, virtually no chance to win it, but for some reason, it feels more magical during the holiday season. Why do you believe that is?
Well, it is the miracle season.
It is the miracle season. It's your ability to think about giving other people stuff. Like, you think about that. If you win $700 million during the Christmas season, you're already in that vibe of giving. I think the whole idea of winning that kind of cash, you start thinking about how many lives you can change. You know, friends, family, whatever the case may be, charitable organizations that you support.
Now that's a miracle.
Like, but I just don't know what it was. But I saw the thing today. I'm like, oh, that feels more magical for some reason to me. Like during the holiday season, odds just as bad.
Right.
But for some reason, and when I saw it this morning, I was like, oh, I got to go play. Because if I win that $770 million, I'm going to be able to do some very nice Christmas stuff. You guys don't believe me.
Yeah. No, I do.
Sons of bitches.
Yeah. Well, I mean, some
There
people
goes the miracle.
Some people think about giving all year long. Some people think about it at the holiday season.
That's right. You're right. Same thing with going to church, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
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 What's that they call them? Easter
one.
Christmas Christians or something like that?
No, C&E.
C&E.
Yeah.
Christmas and
Christmas,
Easter
Easter.
Christmas. Yeah. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. WHFR News.
Well, hundreds gathered to honor a fallen Florida deputy. Oh, this next one's going to make Brevard County residents so happy. Blue Origin wants to dump rocket wastewater in the Indian River.
The one that they're spending hundreds of, like tens of millions of dollars to clean up? Maybe even hundreds of millions?
Yeah, that one.
Didn't they just donate? Didn't DeSantis just clear like $90 million to keep that thing clean?
Well,
Okay, good.
yeah. And then how one Florida law enforcement agency celebrated Giving Tuesday, and I would encourage other law enforcement agencies to follow their lead.
All right, nice.
We'll talk about that and more coming up next during JCS News.
You got it. Let's take a little break. We'll come back and get Deb's news and do more of the Jim Colbert Show.
Real radio is.
Monsters in the morning.
Deep vein thrombosis and a blood clot.
No, they told me I have to give blood once a month in order to make sure I don't get that.
So you're just hormonal. It's like when women are, but you're going through your hormones right now. You're hormonal.
Technically, that might be a way
And
to
I
say
think
it.
men are definitely hormonal at times.
The Monsters in the morning.
Real radio 104.1.
On your ride this afternoon, you're going to run into some familiar delays piling up. There's slowdowns starting to form through the city on I-4 near that 408 interchange. The off-ramp's partially blocked due to an accident from I-4 eastbound to Conroy Road. Look out for an earlier crash getting cleared up on Colonial Drive at the Greenway. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Staples. Have an easy holiday only at Staples. Save on custom cards and custom wrapping paper, plus shipping supplies and services to get your packages delivered safely. Don't miss out on select laptops, up to 45% off. Visit staples.com for details. Staples, that was easy.
If upgrading your windows or patio doors is on your holiday wish list, Renewal by Andersen has the perfect gift for your home. During their December sales event, buy one window or patio door and get the second 40% off. And for the first 50 customers, enjoy a free True Scene screen upgrade for added clarity and insect protection. Plus, Renewal by Andersen is making it easier than ever to say yes. 0 down, 0 payments, and 0% interest for 18 months. Their Acclaim Impact windows and doors are built for Florida, designed to handle heat, humidity, even hurricanes, all while helping you save on energy bills year-round. And with their Smart Sunglass, you'll enjoy natural light and comfort without the heat. Candace says, my window project with Renewal by Andersen completed today. Very professional and hardworking team. I love my new windows. Thank you, RBA. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free in-home consultation. Offer ends December 31st, so don't wait. Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. License number CGC 1527613. Car crash? Call Klausman. KlausmanLaw.com. That's KLAUSMAN.
Hey Orlando, Joe Rossi here for Greenway Kia. Remember when COVID flipped the car business upside down? Back then, high demand and low inventory drove prices through the roof. Now, many people owe more on their trade-ins than they're worth. So getting the most for your trade matters more than ever. At Greenway Kia, over 40 Greenway dealerships compete to buy your trade. So you could get up to $10,000 over Kelley Blue Book fair market value. Visit GreenwayKias.com during Kia's Season of New Tradition sales event. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Negative equity refinancing. Expires 12/7/25.
Buying a house or selling yours? The Nickley Group makes it easy as ABC and 1, 2. Oh, and fast too, because the Nickley Group can get a guaranteed cash offer on your home today. Just visit thenickley.com.
Call Nickley.
Heavy metal on a light budget? If it's important, it's not worth compromising. That's why with Farmers, you get quality and savings on your auto insurance. Here, I'll take over. See what you could save at farmers.com.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck or Fire Insurance Exchanges or Affiliate. Products not available in every state.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news. Mortgage rates have improved again this week. Get your quote for a refinance to lower payments or get cash out at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
With that mortgage guy, Don.com.
Looking for the perfect spot to hang with friends or make new ones? Hop on over to Frogger's Grill and Bar. With 4 great locations in Oviedo, Mount Dora, Apopka, and Altamont Springs, there's a Frogger's near you. Their fresh, never frozen menu will blow you away. With over 50 widescreen TVs, you won't miss a single college or NFL game this season. Plus, they're hiring. Join Frogger's family. They need qualified line cooks and managers at all locations. Apply online at Froggers.com or apply in person between 2 and 4 p.m. daily. Frogger's Grill and Bar. Hoppin' with food and fun.
Sean Kelly, voice of the Gators, to tell you this Christmas at International Diamond Center, everything's possible, everything's affordable. Come celebrate the season with our most popular offer ever. 5 years, 0 interest financing, or up to 40% off. It's your decision. You can get instant savings of 10, 20, 30, up to 40%. Or you can finance that gift and enjoy a super low payment with 0 interest. This year, our showcases are bursting with can't-miss holiday favorites, sparkling diamond earrings, stunning pendants, brilliant bracelets, and designer rings. From timeless classics to today's most in-demand looks. Also, check out our expanded selection of precious colored gemstone jewelry, as well as our unique Italian-crafted gold jewelry. So come see us at IDC. Let our friendly, non-commissioned experts help you pick the perfect wow gift this holiday. Store hours, locations, and holiday finance details at shopidc.com.
Oh, how's that flu, babe? Did you take DayQuil Intense Flu yet?
Nah, I got this. Ugh, okay, I don't got this.
You stay on the couch, and I'll grab the DayQuil.
Undo your flu symptoms with DayQuil Intense Flu. DayQuil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
I'm ready for that to-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
DayQuil Intense Flu. The daytime coughing, aching, fever, under your flu medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Here's the tale of the daily Medfield. Same old pharmacy, same old bill. But those prices kept rising higher still.
Till the savings wrangler rode in, cool as can be. Tap GoodRx, saving massively.
No plan? Don't matter none. Up to 80% off. The deals are done.
Discounts hitting harder than Ma's chili. Dang, that one little app does all the rest.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
Keep the holiday soundtrack on everywhere.
The snowman.
Open the free iHeartRadio app and listen to Magic 107.7, Orlando's Christmas station on the go. Tap the holiday banner or just search holiday. And you'll see customized stations like iHeart Christmas Classics, iHeart Country Christmas, and tons of playlists to set the mood. You've got enough to do. Let us handle the music. Open the free iHeartRadio app now and start listening.
Do you own a small business? A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get Super Sure. Coming soon.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Hey, JC and Posse.
What up, Doug?
You asked the question whether we thought our government folks might be chipped. Well, I don't think they're chipped. I do think that's a possibility they have Faraday cages built into their clothes so we can't see the nasty things they do behind the scenes. Keep up the good work, y'all. Keep the rubber side down.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. If you'd like to leave a talk back, it's easy. Grab the iHeartRadio app, go to Real Radio, and use that mic to send your comment over to Jack while you're there. Please make us your number one preset. That would be a big thank you for us.
Oh, we'd really appreciate it.
Yeah, welcome back. I'm Jim. Jack is right over there, and he looks good in his sweater, apparently. The listeners love how he looks in his Henley.
Send us money while you're at it.
Yeah, there you go. For sure. All right, Deb has your news.
It's time for JCS News.
Wow, does this guy got to put his name on everything?
It's in my contract, dude.
Here's the news on the Jim Colbert
It's
Show.
in the new one as well.
I was going to say, yeah.
It's in the new one as well. Matter of fact, I had to send it back to him. I said, you forgot this. You got to put it in there, guys.
Please add this back.
Got to add this in there.
Exactly. It wouldn't be the same without it. All right. And as always, JCS News is brought to you by that mortgage guy, Don. Somber moments inside a Vero Beach airplane hangar, the scene of the funeral for a slain deputy. Indian River Sheriff Sergeant Terry Sweeting Mashkow was shot and killed by a man while she attempted to serve him an eviction notice. Sheriff Eric Flowers addressing a crowd that included Governor Ron DeSantis and Sweeting Mashkow's 14-year-old daughter.
Wow. Haley, you can be sure that your mom was loved by this agency and this community.
Wow.
And rest assured, that will always continue as you are always part of the Sheriff's Office family.
Yeah, it reminds you of so much cost out of that case.
Just unbelievable.
So after today's memorial service, a procession of law enforcement members brought the 25-year sergeant's body to a nearby cemetery for burial. Actually, she was 47. She was a 25-year veteran of that agency. Governor Ron DeSantis ordered flags across Florida lowered to half staff in her honor today. Meanwhile, an officer shot in Port St. Lucie on Monday remains in critical condition. Police say Sergeant Eric Levasseur was hit twice in the face while responding to a mental health call. He underwent surgery and is in the ICU while the suspect was killed by return fire. In an update this morning, the department thanked the community for its support and says it's hopeful for the sergeant's recovery. And also, real quick, I did want to bring this up. I got this as a notification on my phone. A phone threat has prompted a lockdown at 2 Brevard County schools. A third school is on a shelter in place.
Okay. Do we know it's schools?
I haven't gone into deep into the story yet. I'll continue to look in that as fast as I can.
Yeah, sure.
All right, a hearing for suspended Osceola County Sheriff Marcos Lopez is scheduled. Lopez is scheduled for today. Prosecutors allege that Lopez helped start an illegal casino in Kissimmee and used his power as sheriff to protect it. Lopez's estranged wife and one other suspect pled guilty to money laundering last week in relation to the case, and one even agreed to be a state witness.
Yeah.
Lopez is the only co-defendant in the case that has not yet taken a plea deal, and his hearing got underway at about 1:30 this afternoon. Did he hear that some of them have turned state's witness?
I kind of don't know what he's doing.
I don't either. I really
mean,
think he's weighing in on his popularity as the sheriff of Osceola County.
Yeah, but really, that doesn't play with it. Well, I mean, I guess it could play with the jury, but my goodness, man.
I
mean,
know.
they got this guy dead nuts. Now they have two state witnesses against this cat. I mean, the problem is like we've told before, if he gets an opportunity to take a deal, he might want to, because the problem is the jury isn't more than likely going to be real sympathetic.
Real quick, wanted to give you an update. Satellite High School and nearby Delora Middle School are on lockdown in Brevard County, while Holland Elementary is in a shelter in place due to a threat that was phoned in to Satellite High School.
Okay.
We'll continue to keep you updated on that story as we get more details. Lake County commissioners plan to take the money that they were going to give to Kroger and redirect it toward retraining hundreds of employees. They're set to lose their jobs when Kroger's distribution center in Groveland closes at the end of January. Pamela Neighbors with CareerSource Central Florida says it's crucial to help those workers now before their paychecks go away.
And it's really critical to get to them immediately in this time period, in the 60 days, before they lose their jobs, to get them on a path to a next job.
The county commission will send about $400,000 to support programs at local technical and community colleges. County staffers are also looking at ways to claw back incentive money paid to Kroger in previous years. The supermarket chain is closing down its operations in Florida and shutting down several distribution centers. It has no brick and mortar stores inside the state.
First of all, nice job, Lake County, on redirecting that money to help mitigate the
100%,
issue that those people are going to experience due to losing their job. But does that mean Kroger is out of the state completely? No more ordering online from them?
Well, they're going to work with like DoorDash and Uber Eats. They're looking to grow their e-business, but not have the distribution centers anymore. How they're going to do that, I don't know.
Yeah, so
they have to have.
How do you get groceries then?
Well, you have to have a fulfillment center.
Yeah,
I don't know how they're going to plan to do it.
And that's what I thought this was. I thought this was a fulfillment center where you ordered, you went to this place, you got your groceries, you delivered them where you got to deliver them.
And it's like one of 3 across the country that are closing. State health officials are investigating a possible Legionnaire's disease outbreak at a local gym. A 45-year-old woman was admitted to Health Central Hospital in Orlando for 4 days before Thanksgiving with a fever of 105 degrees.
That'll kill you.
Staff told the woman that 7 patients who attend the same Crunch Fitness location on Silver Star Road were recently diagnosed with the disease. Officials in Florida say there have been 59 cases of Legionnaire's. Yeah, no, I'm not going to try that.
Try it. You have to.
Legionellosis.
Okay, that's fine.
In 2025 compared to 48 in 2024. Actually, that was incorrect.
Literally cannot even believe I got a ding. Guy has no idea if it's right and he dinged you.
Yeah, that's her gym question.
Yeah, thanks.
An outbreak in New York City this August left 60 people sick and 3 people dead. And something I'd heard on local news stations earlier was that apparently this building had been a possible site of Legionnaire's before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so this is like, get on it.
So it's got shelf life.
But like I always say, going to the gym is bad for you.
Yeah, stop.
The city of Daytona Beach is receiving more than $54 million to update wastewater and drinking water infrastructure to manage severe storms. The money was awarded through the Supplemental Appropriation for Hurricanes Helene and Milton program. Now, the money can't be used for general flood mitigation projects, but utilities officials are going to seek the advice of a consultant on how best to use the funding. Now, that sounded smart, right? Actually ask someone, what's the best way for us to use this $54 million? City officials will continue to share updates as the details are finalized. And then over in my neck of the woods, a city in Lake County hopes the federal government will help repair flood damage. The Mount Dora City Commission will meet today to discuss how much it'll cost to fix the damage caused by those October storms. Mayor James Homich estimates repairs will cost over $2 million. I saw one estimate for Donnelly Street at like $5 million.
Yeah. I heard the 2 today.
Yeah, and he hopes the feds will cover 20% because he tells West 2 it'll be hard on the taxpayers if we have to pay for everything ourselves.
Yeah. It's crazy that so the cities don't have insurance insurance on some infrastructure things, or no?
I really don't know.
Yeah.
I would assume that they do.
Yeah.
But I really don't know.
Yeah, no, the homeowners association had insurance on that bridge that led into their neighborhood, but I'm not sure how that works with a city. I'm not
either, and I don't know if because it didn't have a name and it wasn't attached to a tropical system that
Right.
it couldn't be tied to the hurricane season.
Yeah.
You would think that they do, but who
Right.
knows? All right, the House State Affairs Committee is considering 4 constitutional amendments to reduce property taxes proposed for the November ballot today. Casey Cook with the Florida League of Cities says there are 37 cities that can't afford the mandate to fund law enforcement if property taxes are cut, but that's not all.
If you were to expand the definition of law enforcement to include to public safety, including fire and EMS, the list goes up to 116 cities, meaning they eliminate every other service that they provide. They are only public safety, and they still have a deficit.
Cook also warns reducing property taxes may ding the state's credit rating, as the state also doesn't have sales tax revenue. Other opponents of reducing property taxes, local governments may have to increase fees to make up the difference.
Mm-hmm.
The governor says homeowners should not have to pay rent in the form of property taxes.
How do we fund the government then?
This whole property tax thing has been a very interesting math problem for me to think about the whole time it's been proposed.
I get it. Everyone likes to say, hey, would you like to pay less in taxes? You're going to say yes.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, we do pay taxes for police protection, fire protection.
Infrastructure.
And infrastructure, absolutely. And
Do not understand, buddy.
And so if there's no state income tax, and it can't all come from the sales tax.
No.
And my worry is that, they'll light this bomb and then not be, they'll be out of office or not have to answer when the fiscal responsibility comes crashing down on our shoulders. Over $500 million in repairs are needed in our state parks. That's according to a report released yesterday by the Florida Department of Environmental Protection. It finds the state's 175 parks need about $760 million in repairs. Yeah.
Damn.
Most of the money is needed to fix visitor centers, restrooms, and other facilities. Martin County Republican State Senator Gail Harrell pushed for the law that mandated the report. She tells the Tampa Bay Times it's a first step in making sure our parks remain the best in the country.
Wow.
And then on to the story that we teased before the break that made a lot of people go, what? Because Brevard County residents are being asked to weigh in on a controversial request from Blue Origin.
Okay.
The company is asking the state to allow it to dump rocket wastewater in the Indian River.
Well, come on now. Let's hear it out.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's hear out the idea.
Yeah, what's the plan?
The county commission is meeting today to discuss the request. The commission has no jurisdiction on the issue, but it wants to gather feedback from residents and then present those to the state.
Let me help you out. Everybody's going to say
no.
Blank no.
Right.
So, and the area is on a wildlife refuge.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? And you have the estuary there. And
I mean, that's part of the reason why Save the Manatee Club and other organizations sued, because they said they weren't doing enough to clean up the Indian River lagoon, specifically with the seagrass die-off and everything else.
Now, do we have any real idea if this water is really bad?
That's what I'm wondering. Now, because, listen, so what is rocket water? Is that when they launch, they flood the launch pad with water because it absorbs the shock and the sound and the heat.
And that's water pumped in from the bay there.
Right. Or is it from the ocean?
Yeah, from the ocean.
Yeah. So it's like they're using that water. Is that the water? Like, what is rocket water?
Well, we do know that we
I
have
bottle
someone
it and sell it.
I know what Native Americans thought it was.
Yeah.
Well, we know that a lot of people work on the Space Coast. They'll let us know what it is.
Yeah, because when you see the nuclear reactor water, it's the water they use to cool the reactor.
Yeah.
But it is radioactive, so it has to be stored a certain way. So you could only assume it's water used to cool, like Jack is saying, during the launch process, or to dampen the sound. Actually,
yeah, it's really bad.
Yeah, who knows?
Well, Commissioner Katie Delaney says she finds the request really troubling. Blue Origin tells Fox 35 this is a renewal of an existing agreement that has been in place over 5 years. But did they know about it?
Yeah. Just pump it into Bezos's pool.
There you go. right?
Yeah, just right outside
Just
his
like
house.
the Aaron Brockovich movie.
Yeah,
you know?
sure,
Just
yeah.
slide that glass of water over to those attorneys for the utility and have them drink it
Still
up.
one of the greatest scenes in movie history.
Absolutely.
Right? But- And the funny thing is, when they open that scene and you see that picture of water in those 3 glasses, you know it's coming.
You know it's going to happen.
It's the greatest.
And you also know they're not going to drink it.
Not a chance.
Now, I've been checking on Twitter. I haven't seen anything yet, but a SpaceX Falcon 9 is set to launch any moment now this afternoon from Cape Canaveral Space Force Station. Yes, Jimmy, in case you were wondering. And don't worry, honey, it's going to carry another 29 Starlink internet satellites into low Earth orbit. Liftoff scheduled during a 4-hour window that opened at 3:16 this afternoon with the rocket heading southeast. SpaceX has another Starlink launch scheduled for Sunday at the Kennedy Space Center, followed by a classified mission for the National Reconnaissance Office from Cape Canaveral next Tuesday.
It's something that spies on those chips.
Exactly.
And all the leaders.
We got a rogue.
Texters say the water at the launch site is not pumped in from the ocean.
Okay.
But are they saying if it's safe to be dumped into the Indian
They
River?
don't
Hold
know.
on. Didn't we get told that? Didn't we get told that during a tour? That when they used to launch the shuttle, where the shuttles go up, that water was pumped in from the...
I always thought it was water that was on property.
Yeah.
Huge water tanks that they had. Well, meanwhile, SpaceX will be able to expand its footprint at Cape Canaveral Space Force Station. The Air Force yesterday approved of the company's plans to build launch pads for the Starship and Super Heavy rocket. SpaceX says construction has already started. Speaking of things in the sky, don't be concerned. But if you see flames near Tampa International Airport this week, don't be alarmed.
Okay, what happened?
Tampa Fire Rescue is holding its annual live fire training through Thursday. Now, these are FAA mandated drills, and they use Jet A aircraft fuel. That creates fireballs up to 40 feet high that can be seen for miles.
Damn, really?
So they want the public to know if you're going to be driving anywhere near there, do not worry. It is a live drill. The exercises are controlled and not open to the public.
Yeah, and I guess who's not going to know that? Social media, when you see 400 million posts. Like, that person could be in the press conference telling them that, and they're still going to go, goddamn! And freak out, put a post up. I mean, we're all dead. Aliens are here.
It's kind of like when you see a SpaceX launch from California, Vandenberg's base.
Oh, yeah,
They never seem to be aware that there's going to be a launch, and the social media is so much fun.
It's the greatest.
It's like, oh, man, that happens all the time here.
Brother Matt says the launch is now expected for 4:31.
4:31.
Oh,
Thank you,
nice.
brother Matt. I
We'll
appreciate
keep an eye
that.
on it. Thank you.
Yeah, like I said, I was following on Twitter about or X and just couldn't get an update. All right, today is Giving Tuesday, the charitable follow-up to Black Friday and Cyber Monday. The event launched in 2012 asks people to give money, time, or support to any number of causes, communities, nonprofit organizations. Each year, millions take part through donations and volunteerism.
That's cool.
It is cool. And what I think I would like to encourage other law enforcement agencies to follow the lead of police in one Gulf Coast community who spent Giving Tuesday pumping free gas for drivers.
Wow, really?
Wouldn't that be a treat?
Yeah. I paid $3.21 a gallon
When?
How long ago?
last night.
What?
On the way
It
home.
just dropped to $2.99 today.
The 7-Eleven right up there was $3.21 a gallon.
Every place
I
I've
laughed.
seen-
I laughed when I pulled in.
Every place I've seen is under $3.
Yeah, exactly. They even said the national average today for the first time dipped to $2.99.
Yep.
Wow, they must have seen you coming.
Yeah, I think they did.
Well, officers in Sarasota visited 3 stations across the city, filling tanks with money donated by the Sarasota Police Foundation and Crime Stoppers
That's
of
cool.
Sarasota
Yeah.
County. Yeah. Each group contributed $1,000 for the giveaway. Officers surprised drivers. You should never do that. By taking a photo with them first, then revealing they were about to fill up their tanks for free.
Wow. You know, we did a thing years ago called the Gas Man. Remember that, Jack?
Yeah.
The Gas Man, and we would just show up to a random station and then put the word out that we were there. We did one in Pine Hills one time, and we put the word out, and it got scary. I mean, it got, and we had our sales manager was they called him Gas Man. He had like a superhero suit. He looked like one of the Incredibles.
Right. Oh, cool.
The fat uncle that didn't make it. Incredible. Like the not so incredible. And I'm telling you, it
The
was
unremarkable, incredible.
Yeah. It was harrowing.
I bet.
I mean, even back then, gas was probably like $2 a gallon or whatever, and people were losing their GD mind. And I'm telling you, that line went for a minute. We pumped the station completely empty.
Did you really?
We sure did.
Wow. Well, I mean, again, gas is one of those things you have to have, but man, can it eat into your budget?
Oh, yeah.
Especially when you're paying $3.21 a gallon.
Yeah, and you live 30 miles. And here's the other thing, too. I mean, commuting is such a part of life in Central Florida anymore. It didn't used to be that way. It used to be where you could afford a house, 4 or 5, 6 miles from work and get there in no time. Now you have to live in bum F and have to drive 40 minutes so you can afford a house.
Oh, and you're lucky if it's only 40 minutes.
Right.
That's with tolls.
Yeah, exactly. And that's with tolls. And I guess there's a toll road that they're planning to bring to Polk County.
Are they really?
Yeah. Yeah.
God bless them. About time you guys got it.
Exactly.
You can't have Grady and not tolls. It's just not fair.
Okay, now we have a SpaceX. We have a mole. In
Yeah, we do,
SpaceX.
yeah.
Oh, we do?
518 is the launch, and we have another mole that said they paid $2.44 a gallon at BJ's this morning for gas.
God almighty.
$2.44 a gallon, Jim.
Yeah.
$2.44, Jim. Did you hear that?
You know, the funny thing is, I wonder if it's like they literally dropped it overnight or something. I know for a fact I paid that money for that gas. I'm not making that up.
Oh, no. Yesterday we covered gas prices, and it was still over $3. But today the gas price story was that it's now $2.99, except the station you went to didn't get the memo.
You putting super in that?
No, I don't. God, I don't even believe in that. But the thing is like I could tell by my total cell because I run my tank empty. It said you have 0 miles when I pulled up. So I mean, I don't. I love. That's not good. That's my favorite game in the world. By the way,
I don't roll like that. I get terrified.
I call it drift. And I pulled in on fumes, so I know I was dead empty.
Right.
So when I do that, I know exactly how much it should cost when gas is reasonable. And last night my tank was almost $70 to fill up. Ooh. And when it's reasonable, it's only like in the high 50s. Yeah. Or low 60s.
Wow.
They hit me.
Wow.
I'm pissed if it goes over 30.
Yeah. No
kidding.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you guys drive little cars. I drive a big old mud truck.
Yeah, but mine has got
a tiny little Ranger.
Well, either way, that concludes your JCS News.
Bigfoot.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031.
That's one of the first monster trucks.
Yeah,
Bigfoot.
you're right. It's the first. Right?
Wow.
All right, guys, load them up. We're going to do the Froggers football follow-up. That's where one of you guys can win a $25 gift card to Froggers Grill and Bar. If you can choose the member of the show that had the best pick weekend this past weekend in the NFL action. We'll do that next.
The Froggers football follow-up is next. Call now for your chance to win. 407-916-1041.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
The cold front is swinging through the Sunshine State as we speak, and it is going to bring the potential for a few showers and thunderstorms here this evening. Then we'll clear out later on tonight with temperatures dropping. We're back into the lower to middle 50s for our northwestern locales, but closer to 60 in the Orlando metro. We'll see a mixture of clouds and stars. And for our Wednesday, looking drier, brighter, still some clouds around from time to time, but we are expecting much cooler conditions with highs rounding out in the upper 50s and lower 60s. From the Fox 35 Storm Center, I'm meteorologist TJ Springer.
This report is sponsored by SuperSure.
Stop buying business insurance blind. SuperSure's licensed advisors help break things down clearly so you understand your options. When you're not sure, get SuperSure or supersure.com. That's supersure.com.
Paid for by SuperSure Insurance Agency, LLC, a Florida licensed insurance agency, not an insurer, and only available in Florida.
The holidays are here, a time to celebrate, to share, and to enjoy what truly matters. This season, choose a wine as unique as your celebration. From the mountains of Argentina, Todo Mundo Trade proudly brings you Domingo Molina wine, a true expression of Argentine excellence. Discover our Petit Verdot, our signature Malbec, our elegant blend, and the sweet touch of Torrontés Dulce Natural. Order directly at 689-317-7917 and receive it at your door. Exclusively imported and promoted by Todo Mundo Trade. Domingo Molina wine. Taste the world one glass at a time.
Holiday shopping is easy at your neighborhood Tools Ace Hardware. Find something for everyone on your list. That backyard grill master, the DIYer, the lawn legend, and the outdoor adventurer. Shop brands like Weber and Big Green Egg Grills, Costa Del Mar sunglasses, Benchmade knives, Steel outdoor power equipment, Turtle Box outdoor speakers, and Milwaukee power tools. Plus, get free assembly and local delivery on grills $3.99 and up. Visit one of their 14 Central Florida locations or shop online at acehardware.com. Tools Ace, your local gift headquarters.
Bad breath is a confidence killer. You can have the best outfit, the sharpest resume, the funniest jokes, but if your breath smells like the food you just ate, that's all people remember. It's not your fault. Bad breath often comes from your gut, and most regular gums and mints just cover it up. That's like spraying perfume on dirty laundry. It doesn't solve the problem. That's where Zellman's Minty Mouth comes in. Zellman's is not just another mint. Zellman's tiny dual-action capsules are coated with powerful, delicious mint and filled with parsley seed oil, clinically tested to fight the toughest offenders. Garlic, onions, coffee, even smoker's breath. All handled. With Zellman's, you get the confidence of fresh, clean breath that lasts for hours, because your breath should be as fresh as your food. Zellman's is only available online, so go to Zellmans.com. That's ZELMINS.com and use code RADIO for 15% off your first order. That's ZELMINS.com with code RADIO for 15% off your first order today. Backed by a 100% love it or your money back guarantee.
Here's something most of us don't want to think about, but probably should. Clay Travis and Buck Sexton here for our friend Mike Lester and the team at Talon Wealth Management.
That thing we don't want to talk about is a will. If you don't have one, Mike and his team would like to help you out. They'll start you off with a comprehensive financial plan.
If you are 55 or over and have saved at least $250,000 for retirement, the Talon Comprehensive Financial Plan is complimentary. And when that plan's in hand, you will also receive the gift of a will and trust courtesy of Talon Wealth.
The folks at Talon Wealth are not attorneys, but they work with a group of attorneys who'll provide a will and trust at no charge to you. Reach out at 813-755-5000. 813-755-5000. One more time, that's 813-755-5000. And be sure and tell them that Clay and Buck sent you.
Advisory services offered through Talon Private Wealth, LLC, a SEC-registered investment advisor. The information provided is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be construed as legal, tax, or financial advice.
Bring some holiday cheer with the network that knows what you really want. Take your phone to your local Total Wireless store, and we'll give you one line for just $25 a month. Celebrate more for spending less. The holidays just got a lot better. Visit your neighborhood Total Wireless store. For new single-line customers who activate on a BYO device on the Total 5G Unlimited plan. Requires auto-pay enrollment to receive the full discount, which applies the month after enrollment. Available online and in Total Wireless retail stores. Requires a compatible unlocked device and SIM. Check compatibility at TotalWireless.com.
BJ's Wholesale Club has always been proud to offer great prices every day.
Wow, every day? Like even tomorrow?
Exactly. Tomorrow is included in every day.
And the next day?
And the day after, and the day after, and the day after. That's great prices every day on everything at BJ's, including baby carrots, just $1.79 for 2 pounds, and jumbo pineapples for $2.99 each. Plus great prices every day on everything in the club. Join at bjs.com/join for savings every day.
The free iHeartRadio app. Pure audio awesomeness.
The most live radio stations and the most podcasts.
And you can access them instantly by making them a preset.
And it's all 100% free.
Join the millions who already have it on their smartphone.
The free iHeartRadio app. The #1 app for radio.
An official message from Medicare.
Medicare plans change from one year to the next. And this year, it's important for you to review your current coverage and compare all your options during Medicare open enrollment. Compare health plans, drug coverage, and costs. See if you can save some money, and don't forget to make sure your drugs are covered. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Visit Medicare.gov or call 1-800-MEDICARE.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Hear that? That's Mike. He took ZzzQuil Ultra, so now he's sleeping soundly on a Sunday night. ZzzQuil Ultra helps Mike fall asleep fast, stay asleep longer, and get the deeply restorative sleep he needs, so he can wake up refreshed and ready to conquer Monday.
Let's do this Monday.
ZzzQuil Ultra. Not for colds, just for sleep. Really great sleep. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Comes with moving pictures. The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube. Subscribe and watch. It's time for the Froggers football follow-up on the Jim Colbert Show.
That's right. It is time for the Froggers football follow-up, brought to you by our good friends over at Froggers Grill and Bar. 4 of these beautiful locations all throughout Central Florida. And they have everything you need to have a great time watching sports. Man, they do. Pool tables, foosball on some of the locations, pinball games, plenty of room, plenty of screens, plenty of great food, plenty of nice people. It's Froggers Grill and Bar. We love them.
Hell yeah, because, with the streaming services and now sometimes you don't know where to find the game. You can always find it at one of the 4 area Froggers locations. Enjoy some great food while you watch your team and root them on the victory. Find the location near you at Froggers.com.
Very nice.
All right. Looking back a little results before we have a listener pick which one of the 4 of us they think did best in the picks this past week, which started with the Thanksgiving games. So, leading up to this week, Ross was the winner a week ago.
Yes.
He's kind of alternated weeks of winning. He leads us all with 128 on the year. Deb is in second place with 123. Jim, you and I are tied with 116 on the year. Remember, past performance is not indicative of future results.
It is not.
It's anyone's game, and the listeners have to pick which one of the 4 of us they think did the best this particular week, starting with the early Thanksgiving Day game up until Monday Night Football.
There's a sneaky one in there, too. First time I remember a Black Friday game.
It's the second one they've done.
Is it really? They did one last year?
It was Chiefs and Raiders last year. That's the first time they did it, and now it's a thing.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
I don't remember that from last year for some reason.
Raiders won, by the way.
All right, Deb, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5.
Let's just go 1.
Let's go 1 right up top. That is Olivia. Olivia, how are you doing?
I'm excellent. I hope you're all doing well, too.
We
Thank
are.
you, Olivia.
Thank you so much for caring. We appreciate that, Olivia. Okay.
Very polite.
Olivia, with the 4 of us, who do you think had the best week this week?
I have to go with female solidarity, and I'm going to go with Deb.
Oh, Olivia, that's so sweet that you chose Deborah.
That's not a good tone right there. That is just... I'm so sorry, Olivia.
She knew already.
I won't let him finish because if Jack is that happy, it means I didn't win.
He's such a dick. He just eviscerates her immediately.
Deb started out this year so strong, was leading, is in second place for the season, but unfortunately with only 8 right, finished in last place for this week. Despite,
you better chill out or you're going to get lapped.
Despite her team winning on Thanksgiving. Congratulations to them.
Thank you very much, but I should have picked. I should not have picked the Chiefs.
You and everybody else. All right, 2, 3, 4, or 5.
2.
2 is Jeff. Jeff, how you doing?
I'm good. What's going on?
Not much, buddy. Deb is out. She did not win this week, so it's between myself, Jack, and Ross. Who do you think did the best, buddy?
I think you're due, Jimmy. I'm going with you.
Oh, boy, you are correct that Jimmy is due.
Oh, man. Sorry, Jeff.
And in week 9.
Sorry, Jeff.
Week 9, he did have a win. Speaking of 9, that's how many correct he had this week, and ultimately finishes in 3rd place for the week.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jeff.
3, 4, or 5.
Well, let's go 3.
Okay, Al, how you doing, Al?
Hey, how you doing there, Jimmy? I love you. I've been listening to you since the Monster Days. Tongue twisted.
Thank you so much, Al. We appreciate
Thank
that
you,
very
Al.
much. All right, Al, between Ross and Jack, who do you think had the best week this week?
You know what? That freaking Ross has been winning too much. I'm going with Jackie.
Oh, Al, thank you, baby. I agree with you. Ross has been winning too much, and it
Sorry,
really
Al.
pisses us all off.
Sorry,
he won
Al.
again this week.
Oh, Al, you are gone. You are gone. I'll go right here. I'll save you the pick there. Chris. Chris, how you doing, buddy?
I love that name.
Good. How are you guys?
Doing great, Chris. Who do you think won it this week?
Say Ross.
You know, I was going to pick Ross from the very beginning because I remember he was the only one that picked Dallas.
Oh, you're 100% right.
exactly.
You're 100%
Chris,
right.
bravo.
Chris, you are a winner. Ross was the winner this week.
Chris owes us something, though.
Yeah. Chris, what do you owe us?
Ribbit.
There you go. Thank you, Chris. You're on hold. That $25 gift card from Froggers Grill and Bar headed your way. As soon as we go to break, Jack will take good care of you. Yeah, Ross is on fire. I mean, this is like one of the best years I've seen any single person have.
Yeah. Actually, it was 2 years ago he did well. Started out slow, did well. So he had a little streak. He just had back-to-back wins with 11 right. Jimmy, you and I were 2 picks behind him, and you and I both swung and missed on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we did not make our picks on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So I missed the first 3 games.
It was worse for me. I made my picks.
I
got all 3 wrong.
Yeah, I would have gotten one of those games right. I think you and I talked about this a little bit. I think I would have gotten one of them. I can't remember which one it was.
Yeah.
But I would have missed the others for sure.
Green Bay beat Detroit. I had Detroit.
I had Detroit.
Kansas City lost to Dallas. I had Kansas City.
I had Kansas City.
Yeah, and then the night game was Cincinnati and the Ravens.
Yeah, and I would have taken the Bengals there. That's exactly which one I would have won.
And I'm so glad I did not follow Polymarket's recommendation and change my pick last night because the Giants did not beat the Patriots.
They did not. And Debbie, Deb,
okay.
I'm glad you pointed that out because on that when I pointed out that the Giants had the advantage on Polymarket, I actually clicked the link, and the advantage was the betting with the point spread of 7.5.
Yeah, that's what you have to really pay attention to when you look up odds online when it comes to our game. Our game is just straight up. So you could actually find somebody that'll pick a team because of the spread.
Right.
They may still think that team will lose, but what they're saying is that team will cover the spread.
Yeah.
So that will screw you over a little bit. That's why you have to I was talking to my wife about this last night, that very thing. About looking at odds, and because we were talking about Polymarket,
right?
Because I was like, "Man, have you ever heard of this?" And we started talking about it. She says that sounds dangerous. I'm like, "It sounds dangerous."
It is, and I'm glad I didn't change my pick.
Yeah,
did you watch
me
that
land
game last night?
Last place.
I watched 3/4 of it.
Oh, did you see the kicker?
Oh yeah, the I'm stopping the kick thing. What was that?
He kicked the ground. He went to kick the ball and. He kicked the ground, never hit the ball.
I thought he stopped because he thought the hold was bad, so he was trying to pull his leg back. I didn't know he basically stubbed it.
Oh boy,
it was really odd. Yeah. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Thanks, Froggers. We appreciate that. Again, 4 of these locations to serve you all throughout Central Florida. If you're looking for anywhere to watch football or any sports for that matter, Froggers has 4 of the best locations out there. Find yours at Froggers.com. Let's take a little break. We'll come back and do What'd You Do That's New. Debs picks up. We'll do that next.
This has been the Froggers Football Follow-Up. Find the Froggers near you at Froggers.com. The all-new and improved iHeartRadio app is now available with all new features. Download it for free and make Real Radio 104.1 your number 1 preset for a chance to win cool stuff at Real Radio events.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
There's a crash getting cleared up on the ramp from I-4 westbound to Conroy Road. Traffic starting to slow down through the city on I-4 westbound, approaching that 408 interchange, and you could expect some familiar delays piling up on I-4 westbound before Darrell Carter Parkway. On the Turnpike northbound before 301. Crews are off to the shoulder, clearing up an earlier accident there. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by SuperSure.
Stop buying business insurance blind. SuperSure's licensed advisors help break things down clearly so you understand your options. Go to supersure.com. That's supersure.com.
Paid for by SuperSure Insurance Agency, LLC, a Florida licensed insurance agency, not an insurer, and only available in Florida.
Christmas music playing right now on Magic 107.7.
Feliz Navidad.
Magic 107.7.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Orlando's Christmas station.
Heavy metal on a light budget? If it's important, it's not worth compromising. That's why with Farmers, you get quality and savings on your auto insurance. Here, I'll take over. See what you could save at farmers.com.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck or Fire Insurance Exchanges or affiliate. Products not available in every state.
Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical, thankfully. This is Tucker Carlson. I want to introduce you to a product that we have made called ALP. It's a nicotine pouch that we built because we love nicotine pouches. For a limited time, we're offering listeners 10% off their first order. Use this code, Tucker10, at checkout. That's alppouch.com. Tucker10 at checkout is the discount code. alppouch.com. Not for sale to minors, must be 21 plus to purchase.
Is your financial advisor offering you up to a 30% upfront bonus? Or are they promising you up to 10% growth per year, all for your retirement income? If not, then you need to come to Trajan Wealth. I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. If you have a plan to retire within the next 10 years, don't wait only to find out it's too late. I've seen hardworking folks like you retire only to be required to go back to work, all because their advisor told them guarantees like these were too good to be true. They're not. That's up to $30,000 upfront or up to $10,000 per year on $100,000, all guaranteed for retirement income. Don't keep working when you're supposed to be retired, and don't let any financial advisor tell you it's too good to be true. Call Trajan today, 407-213-0000. That's 407-213-0000.
Annuities not advisory products. DBA Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
Hey Orlando, Joe Rossi here for Greenway Kia. Did you know Kia sells more new cars in Central Florida than any brand except one? If you're shopping for your next ride, chances are you're already thinking Kia. With 3 convenient locations in one of Central Florida's largest selections, Greenway Kia makes it easy to find the perfect vehicle. And during Kia's Season of New Tradition sales event, every new Kia is discounted up to $12,000 off MSRP. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Example stock number 17479. MSRP 77,225. Discount includes Kia customer cash rebate. Offer expires 12/7/25.
Thinking about selling your home? Well, hold on to your packing tape. The Nickley Group can sell houses faster than you can find that one missing sock. Get a guaranteed cash offer on your home from the Nickley Group today. TheNickleyGroup.com.
Call Nickley.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party. Hey, y'all see Hard Rock Bet has new promos daily?
Y'all looking for me, John Daly?
No, John. We're just talking about Hard Rock Bet promos.
So not me, John Daly.
No, promos daily. Like bonus bets or profit boosts.
That's my kind of promo.
Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook. Roll with us. New players bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Payable in bonus bets. Not a cash offer. Offered by Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
They won't say it, but after a crash, your car may lose value, even if it's fixed. It's called diminished value, and we know how to go after it. Farah and Farah. It's what we're built for. Call us.
Orlando.
Looking for the perfect spot to hang with friends or make new ones? Hop on over to Frogger's Grill and Bar. With 4 great locations in Oviedo, Mount Dora, Apopka, and Altamont Springs, there's a Frogger's near you. Their fresh, never frozen menu will blow you away. With over 50 widescreen TVs, you won't miss a single college or NFL game this season. Plus, they're hiring. Join Frogger's family. They need qualified line cooks and managers at all locations. Apply online at Froggers.com or apply in person between 2 and 4 p.m. daily. Frogger's Grill and Bar. Hoppin' with food and fun.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Rebath.com.
Do you own a small business? A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get Super Sure.
Coming to you live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Accidents happen, but Mo's here to help. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or call 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Hey everybody, I'm Swilly. I live on the Space Coast and I'm hearing a lot about this rocket water in the Indian River issue. And my thoughts are, you know, if they're capable of collecting and transporting this water to dump it in the river, why not just collect it and use it for other rockets? And if it can't be used for other rockets, it doesn't belong in the river. Okay, I love you. Goodbye.
Good thoughts, Willie.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
Rocket water in the Indian River. So I have a better idea. Why don't we just dump it into the Blue Origin owner's living room? How would they like that? Come on, man. How does this even happen? It's just dumbfounding.
I agree.
Have a beautiful day and hope you had a great long weekend. Cheers.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah, man. The balls of some of these people, right?
I know,
mean,
seriously.
But you know why they ask, right?
Because they know they're going to be given permission.
I mean, they understand. I mean, they know the deal.
Yeah, unfortunately.
They understand.
We don't.
Yeah. This is the attempt at transparency. Hey, we told you we were going to do it. All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
He is.
Thanks for tuning in today, guys. We appreciate that very much. If you'd like to leave a talk back, you could do that easily. Grab the iHeartRadio app. Go to Real Radio and use that mic to send your comment over while you're there. Make it your number one preset, pretty please. Doesn't cost you anything. Helps us and you.
Yeah, it does.
You get to the content faster. It helps us with that preset. So thank you for that. Let's do what you do that's new.
What you do that's new. What you do that's new.
Hi.
Hey.
If we only knew something new to do, we're relying on you. Tell us something new brought to you by Clausman Law.
That's right, Clausman Law, KLAUSMAN Law.com. Office is right there in Winter Park, 407-917-1718. Car crash called Clausman. We'll talk to Glenn on Thursday for Colbert Court. What'd you do that's new every Tuesday here on the show. One of the members will choose something for us to watch, read, or listen to. We will do that and then reconvene on the following Tuesday, talk about that, and then move on to the next member. It is Deb's week. We'll find out what Jack has to offer here in just a few seconds. Deborah?
I offered up a couple of short videos about Padre Guillerme, Father Guillerme, a Roman Catholic priest, who just also happens to be a really cool DJ.
Yeah.
With electronic music.
Yeah.
He didn't start off as a DJ, but I found his story to be really fascinating. The Pope Leo the 14th recently had Padre Guillerme perform a rave for an archbishop's 75th birthday. Because what 75-year-old doesn't want to rave?
Right, yeah. And how old is Padre, by the way? It was hard for me to tell. He looks like maybe in his mid-50s.
That's what I'm thinking, because he didn't join the priesthood until 1999.
Right, it was like in his 30s, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Right?
exactly. So I thought it's just a completely different look than what you expect coming out of the Catholic Church.
I would agree with that 1,000%. I got to tell you, I thought this was really a fascinating choice. I'll tell you why. There was a movement in the, I'll just say Christian, but Baptist is what I would, I went to church for, in Baptist churches primarily. And I remember about like 15, maybe a little bit longer than that, and people who go to church regularly may be able to chime in and help out. Well, there was a definitive movement to change music in churches. It had become, that old hymnal kind of stuff had become a little stiff. Churches started losing population at an alarming rate going through the late 90s and 2000s. And they did everything they could to start bringing people back in, younger people, by upgrading the music choices. And I will tell you, they did a great job. I said this before, the church we went to when we lived in Baldwin Park, which is over by the Fashion Square Mall, there was a church there that had a band that sounded like Mumford and Sons. Right. And I'm not joking. It was exactly like stand-up bass, the whole kind of American folk kind of thing with music that you would hear in church. It was fascinating. It was one of my favorite things that has been added into modern church experiences. Fast forward to this thing. I don't think there's one religion that this fits better. I seriously do not think there's one religion that this whole idea of raving with church fits better. When you saw that rave, and you can see the video, go to JimColbertLive.com, go to the What'd You Do That's New master list. You can actually see the videos while we're talking about them. And they're doing it from what church was that for the rave?
Oh, that was in front of a 14th century basilica.
Like a cathedral kind of thing?
Yeah.
Whatever. And there were thousands of people there, all young people. And with the light show and the cross like in the background and the sounds, I was like, man, this fits. Like it fits. Like that, it seemed normal.
Well, he doesn't use secular music.
I know he doesn't, but it doesn't matter. Who can tell?
For the audience to know, he uses, Catholic music. He just puts it to electronica.
Yes, exactly. He mixes it up and makes it sound great.
And still wears his clerical collar while he's DJing. In fact, the former Pope Francis, God rest his soul, was the one who blessed his headphones.
Oh, really? It's so funny. Yeah, I mean, well, you guys are Catholics. I don't have like a connection to the Catholic Church. Does this and they said they got a lot of pushback, but it doesn't really say what kind of pushback or where they got that. It doesn't say if it came from other Catholics or within the church, which I found, I wish they would have really kind of gone there a little bit more because I would like to know what the church thinks about it.
Well, first of all, I like the idea of this. The documentary itself is AI trash.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And it's a thing that is becoming more and more prevalent, especially on YouTube. It's just AI-generated video. That was AI audio. It was AI written and AI edited. You could tell when they take words like he went on a mission, they have this slow shot of a helicopter flying over. The video did not match. It was just showing random rave videos.
Yeah.
So that video itself is trash. However, the idea of what we're talking about, the topic, is very interesting.
Well, the video with the rave isn't AI produced, is
No,
it?
it's the short documentary that, because I had a really hard time finding something within our time constraints that would give you a little bit of background as to,
And so,
he didn't start as a DJ.
To Deb's credit, the pick I have is also AI, and I have searched, and I came up with so many different ones, but you can tell.
Especially with the audio toward the end, you're like, oh, man.
I will tell you something's interesting about that. Like, I never even considered that because I was so into the story.
Right.
I never considered who or what made it. I did. That really didn't even affect me. I thought the story was too good.
I was looking at the images and stuff, and it's just like
interesting.
The repeating shots, and you could tell some stock footage.
I thought it was just hack editing.
No. It was hack editing, but it was AI hack.
Yeah.
But it's like, I think we are being inundated now with AI content. And because guess what? People don't care if you're getting clicks, if you're watching and you're seeing the ads, that's all that matters to them.
Yeah.
So they can just keep throwing stuff out there. The topic itself is interesting. What I find interesting about a rave, you know what makes a rave work?
Drugs.
Ecstasy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, MDMA, drugs. It's interesting to see where those two things really meet.
And that's not for everybody. I think rave festivals have certainly gotten the reputation of being, ecstasy, like a train for that. But I don't know that everybody does it. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because there is that. But I think that everything that where religion and secular worlds meet, there's going to be those questions, right? And it's interesting that you say the AI thing because you're 100% right. I was like, man, who's mad at him? Like when the minute they said that he got pushback, I was like, who's pushing back? Yeah. Is it people in the church? Is it people who go to the church? Is it the parishioners? Like I wanted to know more about that, but you're right, because AI would never deep dive into that unless you asked it to.
No, if it was a documentary, it would be, they would have interviewed him.
Yeah.
They would have interviewed, other people, but it was just like they take the available, it searches, finds the available information on this DJ Priest, and then, it throws that together, puts up content.
What led you to choose this? What wormhole were you in where you saw this and chose it?
Actually, I was on social and saw one of his performances and was just blown away by the fact that there was a priest performing, this kind of music. And then at first it was like, well, that's really kind of, but then the more I thought about it and realized, like what Pope Leo wants is for young people to see that the church sees them, right? It doesn't always have to be, the hymns that you sing at Mass. It can be a priest, being a priest in a completely modern era for a new generation that may not connect with the church of their parents and grandparents. So the church has to figure out a way to reach out to them, to get them interested in being Catholic.
It wasn't up there long. When you assigned it, it was only up there for like 5 days. It was a pretty fresh video. Now, the first video, that was about 90 seconds long, where they show a video of Pope Leo blessing the crowd and stuff. That was the real DJ, the priest DJ, and that was legit.
That was his crowd.
That was a real event that occurred. It's the other accompanying documentary
thing,
which was the AI thing that was
They told the story about it, but the rave part was the coolest part anyway.
Yeah. I mean, if you see his performance at Christ the Redeemer at Rio de Janeiro, or when he performed at Youth Day in Lisbon, Portugal, 1.5 million people showed up.
Yeah.
So I like that message of, we'll come to you. We'll come to you and speak your language,
Yeah. It's a message you have to have. Whatever you're doing,
you have to have it.
Yeah.
If you want to reach Gen Z and Alpha, and you have to be able to speak that language that they understand and let them know that you're part of this too.
Yeah. Interesting. Do you think, so I believe that this works for the church if they create the event and people come there. I don't think this worked for the church if he tours with EDC.
He does tour. No.
Yeah. But I would think it would have to be only him. I don't believe that he could bring any other element from that world into that and still maintain the credibility of doing it as a a witnessing
Is a
kind
priest.
of tool, right?
Did I mention the drug part?
Yeah.
And that would be part of the issue. Because again, none of his music is secular. It's all actual church music. It's just been remixed to an electronic beat with laser lights.
When you get that Italian, that Pope, the Pope intro to that thing.
Like he did an after party after the conclave.
That voice though is so resonant when you get to those speakers, and it really, I'm telling you, when you watch it, go and watch it, because I'm telling you that
watch the rave one.
It fits so well to that whole scene.
No,
Very cool.
It's definitely cool, and I mean, and church, not only churches, all institutions, or all religious institutions, they've been losing people for years and years and years.
Although
it's only continuing.
But Gen Z, they say, is actually that first generation and many that's bouncing back and kind of returning to organized religion, just because the world is so out of sorts and they, trying to find their way. So I applaud, Padre Guilherme. Exactly.
And keep trying.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Out there rocking the beat with his clerical collar. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah. All right, Jack, what do you have for us, buddy? Good job, by the way.
Okay, speaking of AI, I knew what I wanted. I found a video, and I'm like, okay, there's got to be better. And then I started searching. So I finally found one. It is 16 minutes long.
Okay.
16 and a half minutes long. It is available on YouTube, and the season times out nicely, I believe perfectly for this. It is the history of Rankin and Bass Christmas special.
Yeah! Love it.
Yeah.
He knows his audience.
Yeah.
Love it.
I've already watched a few of them, and then I'm like, all right, I tried to find the one that was, that kind of summed it all up. Yeah.
I just saw the one that popped up the other day. It's one of the real rare ones. It's The Year Without Santa Claus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's a rare one. That doesn't really get a lot of play, like Little Drummer Boy.
You never see that one anymore.
Doesn't get a lot of play either. And again, a very popular one. That thing never gets played.
Well, Year Without Santa Claus, what made that the hit it was basically the Heat Miser and Snow Miser
right,
song.
Yeah. I'm Mr. Heat Miser. I'm Mr. Fun.
It was on like TBS or TNT recently, because you remember there was that one day where I watched it twice in a row.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
All right, very good. How long is it? 18 minutes?
16
and a half,
16.
baby.
All right, very good. All right, 407-916-1041. You can always text us at 77031. Schools, my friend, could be in big trouble, but not those kind of schools. I'll explain.
What you do that's new, brought to you by Glenn Klausman, KLAUSMANLAW.com. Proudly sponsored since day one by Glenn Klausman, KlausmanLaw.com.
Bye.
From the Klausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Klausman Law, KlausmanLaw.com.
There's a crash getting cleared up, slowing things down, blocking the right lane on the beach line eastbound at Goldenrod Road. Traffic starting to crawl on I-4 westbound, approaching that 408 interchange, and it's stop and go westbound on I-4 through that Champions Gate area. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Fresh from Florida.
You can depend on Florida farmers. Our farm is where we live and work. It's where we raise our families and provide for yours. When you shop for Florida-grown fruits and vegetables, look for local. Choose Fresh from Florida, the homegrown brand of Florida farmers.
Look ahead with the team at TK Law to plan your family's future. Visit onefirmforlife.com.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment changeouts and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
The accident wasn't your fault, so why should you be burdened with the medical bills? This is Orlando injury attorney Mo DeWitt. Don't get overwhelmed by mounting medical bills. I'll fight to ensure that the responsible party pays what you're owed. Injured on the go? Don't wait. Visit justcallmo.com.
Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical, thankfully. This is Tucker Carlson. I want to introduce you to a product that we have made called ALP. It's a nicotine pouch that we built because we love nicotine pouches. For a limited time, we're offering listeners 10% off their first order. Use this code Tucker10 at checkout. That's alppouch.com. Tucker10 at checkout is the discount code. alppouch.com. Not for sale to minors, must be 21 plus to purchase.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news if you're considering a reverse mortgage. Rates have improved again this week. Get a same-day quote at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
This holiday season, we'll help you with your gifts. You and your family can have the full power of America's best 5G network and 4 free 5G phones for just $25 a month per line. Holiday shopping just got easier. Now, what you should get your dog, we can't help you with that. Visit your neighborhood Total Wireless store. Offer ends January 7th, 2026. Subject to device availability. Device taxes and fees may apply. Requires new activation on a total base 5G unlimited plan. Port in and ID verification requirements vary by device. Limit to 4 devices per account. Rankings based on RootMetrics United States Root Score Report dated first half 2025. Your results may vary.
Chelsea here. Ready to upgrade your windows or patio doors before the new year? During Renewal by Anderson's December sales event, buy one, get one 40% off. And with 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 18 months, it's never been easier to say yes. Renewal by Anderson's Acclaim Impact windows are built for Florida, designed to help you save on energy bills while keeping your home comfortable year-round. Offer ends December 31st. Restrictions apply. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com. License number CGC 1527613.
I'm Sean Kelly, voice of the Gators. Fellas, let's be honest. Shopping for your wife can be tough. But this Christmas, International Diamond Center has your back. Whether you're aiming for a romantic surprise or the gift she'll share with all her friends, IDC makes you look like a hero. Our showcases are loaded with can't-miss winners, diamond earrings, tennis bracelets, handcrafted designer pieces, and a whole lot of sparkle. The best part? You don't have to go it alone. At IDC, our non-commissioned jewelry experts are here to help. No pressure, no games, just real guidance for any budget. Tell us about her style, your price range, and we'll help you find the one. And right now, you can spread your payments over 5 years with 0 interest. That means you can give her something truly special and keep your holiday budget in check. A $3,000 bracelet is just $50 a month. So guys, step up, stop stressing, and let us help you nail it. Find holiday hours, locations, and more at shopidc.com.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
Hear that? That's Mike. He took ZzzQuil Ultra, so now he's sleeping soundly on a Sunday night. ZzzQuil Ultra helps Mike fall asleep fast, stay asleep longer, and get the deeply restorative sleep he needs so he can wake up refreshed and ready to conquer Monday. Let's do this Monday. ZzzQuil Ultra. Not for colds, just for sleep. Really great sleep. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Here's the tale of the daily med fill. Same old pharmacy, same old bill, but those prices kept rising higher still.
Till the savings wrangler rode in, cool as can be. Tap GoodRx, saving massively.
No plan? Don't matter none. Up to 80% off. The deals are done.
Discounts hitting harder than Ma's chili. Dang, that one little app does all the rest.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
Imagine the perfect chicken tender. Crispy, juicy, for lack of a better word, tendery. Now imagine these perfect tenders at Wendy's. 'Cause they are. Wendy's new chicken tenders are here with delicious new dipping sauces like Wendy's Signature, Creamy Ranch, and Honey Barbecue. And they're so good, we even changed our name from Wendy's to Tendies. I believe that's what the kids call manifesting. For Tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's.
On this week's episode of Next Chapter, I, T.D. Jakes, sit down with Denzel Washington, a 2-time Academy Award-winning actor and cultural icon.
I don't take any credit for it. I just didn't put me first. I just put God first, and He's carried me.
Open your free iHeartRadio app. Search Next Chapter with T.D. Jakes. That's NXT Chapter. And listen now.
Do you own a small business? A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get Super Sure. Coming soon.
Or a $2.99 is available only at the There's no alternative.
Want more from the Jim Colbert Show? Online at JimColbertLive.com.
Jack, you were talking about the AI videos on YouTube and how kind of garbage they are. I was watching one the other night about former country singers that have kind of disappeared from view, and one of the singers was Julie Roberts, and the AI video kept showing pictures of the actress Julia Roberts, and I'm like, this is really bothering me, and I couldn't figure out why, and when you said that, I knew exactly why then. So have a good day. Thanks.
See you, buddy.
Jack, I named my son after you. No, I didn't, but his name is Jack. Can you say that everybody in Orlando is proud that Jack pooped in the potty for the first time? I would really appreciate it. I love you guys.
Yay! Everyone in Orlando is proud that Jack pooped in the potty for the
very
first time. Wow.
That is a major milestone for a parent. That's for
hell
sure.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, Ross supposed to be here today. Of course, it's Tuesday.
But he just learned to poop in a potty, and he was home celebrating.
yeah. But I guess they had some travel issues. I got a text, or we all got a text saying that traveling with a baby is way different. I'm sure we'll hear that story.
Yeah. The first text I got from him, it was 4:35 our time. Don't know what he was doing.
AM?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not a good wake up.
That's not a good wake up. Hey, yeah. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Yeah.
Jack is here as well.
Yeah. So with the AI stuff, like you'll watch it. It's like they bait you with the 10 worst guests. Dave Letterman reveals his 10 worst guests ever, and then you're looking at it, and it's like, well, the pictures don't quite match up.
Yeah.
They did one, and they mentioned. I was watching one video. It was on the Rankin and Best, one of the Rankin, and they talked about late at night, and suddenly a picture of Johnny Carson showed up.
Oh, wow. That's wild.
Like late night or something.
Yeah.
Like it makes this connection because it tries to match. Like in the documentary Deb had us watch, they mentioned he went on a trip and his mission is this. So they took trip and mission, and they show a military helicopter flying over.
Well, my favorite was we're talking about a priest who DJs raves, and they show rave scenes with like headless mannequins and cages.
Oh.
And I wanted to yell, no!
I was trying to figure that out.
Padre Guillermo wouldn't have he doesn't do that at his shows.
And they kept showing that one, too.
They kept showing that one rave
that,
scene.
yeah.
And yet his crowd was so much smaller than the priest. You know, now what I do on social media, I'll go to the comments before I'll like a video and go to the comments to make sure it's not AI.
Yeah, because they'll immediately tell you there are a lot of animal ones out there, a lot of animal attack AI videos.
Yeah,
which is wild because there was just a real. Did you see the real one here recently? I think it was just a couple days ago. Some kid crawled into a lioness cage at a zoo overseas somewhere, and the lioness did lioness stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's all on video, and that's not AI. But then there's another one where you see some people on safari, and it looks like a legit video.
It does, where the lioness drops her cub off with a bunch of people before she goes and chases hyenas.
Yeah, she jumps into the car, drops the cub off, and then hauls ass. You think it's like a real attack. I'm like, oh my God, I hope nobody and then you're like, oh God.
I know, exactly.
You feel like a complete ass because they make it so well.
And you got to be so careful now with a lot of those animal rescue videos, apparently where people will actually abuse or drug the animals and then claim they're rescuing them, and then they get to monetize the clicks.
Yeah.
So now you have to do your homework before you sit and troll on Instagram for hours to figure out what you're doing.
Man, I didn't realize how big of a cottage industry that whole animal thing was. It's horrifying.
It's horrifying because now you go back and think of all those videos you thought, oh, that's so sweet, and you're finding out they're monetizing abusing animals, but you're liking it because you're thinking it's an honest and true representation, and it couldn't be further from that.
All right, 77031. That's how you text us. If you want to send a talk back like our friends just did, do that. Grab the iHeartRadio app, go to Real Radio, and use that mic to send your comment over. Give us make us your number one preset while you're there, please. All right, so the government today announced that the DOT announced that they're making a big change here in America for something that was so prevalent in this market specifically for years. And I have to tell you, did you read the story all the way through?
I did not.
How many truck driving schools?
That I do know.
How many truck driving schools do you believe are in America?
Ooh.
1,218.
So interestingly, and one of the reasons this is such a very interesting story is, for one thing, obviously this goes back to the wreck that happened a few weeks back where the trucker tried to do the U-turn in the middle of the road, wound up killing a family of 3 or 4.
It was 3 people, and it happened this summer, actually in Indian River County.
Yeah. What were you about to say? You were about to say something.
Just that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one of the big pushes is to deal with the accreditations of these truck driving schools, because what they found is that a lot of these schools were turning out truckers that were not ready to handle a semi-tractor trailer. And I have to tell you, it's so funny. When I read the story, a lot of the story is based on the immigration aspect of that argument from our government now.
Right.
I don't really take consideration to that. But what is interesting about this story is how many truck driving schools there are in America and how many they believe aren't training people to drive these trucks properly, which is horrifying. When you drive through Florida on any of the major roads, 95, 75, I-4, anybody will tell you that one of the most tense moments while you're driving at those highway speeds is driving next to a tractor trailer. It almost doesn't even matter what size it is or what they're hauling. It's just kind of intimidating. You're a foot away from something that weighs, a couple 100,000 pounds going 75, 80 miles an hour. And there you are in your DD truck.
Right.
And you want to make sure that those people who are driving basically a house down the road are qualified to do so because of the damage that can be done. And of course, that's just a small example of what can happen.
And as it turns out, in the case of the truck driver from the Summers accident, he is an illegal immigrant and not proficient in English.
Right, yeah.
And
that wasn't his first rodeo into bad driving either, was it?
No, it was not.
So one of the big issues, as a matter of fact, they went for the story. This is an NPR story, by the way. They went to businesses that hired people, from these truck driving schools, and found that a number of them thought that the truck driving schools were not preparing these drivers accordingly, and that he regularly had to turn down drivers that had the certificate because just on their test, when they just go, okay, well, let's do our test, that they couldn't pass it. They couldn't do what was required for that particular business. So how many truck driving schools do you think there are? Jack, how many did you say?
I guess 1,200.
I saw the number.
You saw the total number?
No, I saw how many schools may be shut down.
That ain't the total number.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, wow.
That's horrifying, isn't it?
Yeah, when you consider how many schools they're talking about shutting down. So I'll go 100,000.
The names of those schools and trainers that they're talking about, kind of pinching and making them come to compliance, they're not released. Together, they represent more than 40% of the nation's 16,000 authorized training providers, according to the Department of Transportation. And they accuse them of falsifying or manipulating training data, neglecting to meet required curriculum standards and instructor qualifications, and failing to maintain or share accurate records. Man, you talking about something that's scary, that they're truck driving, because we had one here. I mean, is it still here? MTA, is it still here?
I don't know. So you're talking about shutting down over 6,000 of them.
You're shutting down. They have
40% of the 16,000.
So the DOT announced Monday it plans to revoke the accreditation of nearly 3,000 of them and their trainers unless they can comply with federal requirements within a month. And it warned 4,000 other schools to get their S together, and they were going to come looking and seeing how they were doing.
We just had a new CDL school that's just opened up on what used to be a couple of houses right there on 46 and Kelly Park Road. So when you drive by, you see, smaller semis, larger semis. You'll see them out there working on the engine. And it was like, wow, that school kind of popped up kind of quick just in the last couple of months.
And somebody said here on the texting service that the CDL schools are kind of the same way, that they can be sketchy. Like if you walk in and the right language, you can just kind of pay your money and get your CDL stamp. I don't know how crazy that is, but man, I know this. My dad had a lot of different certifications. He had hazmat certification for years. And he drove a truck most of his life. I mean, we did have the printing company for a short period of time, but my dad still worked for Southern Corporation while he did that. So my dad was on the road a lot, pulling everything from hamburgers to...
Every one of my fathers and all of my uncles were all long-haul truck drivers.
And the reason I bring that up is this. Man, if you have somebody that's their career, right, and that's their thing, much like us with the whole protect the license thing here. That's our number one thing. Protect the license, right? Yeah. Don't do anything to jeopardize the radio station's ability to broadcast. That's like, if you want to know an inside mantra to this business.
Rule number one.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That is like
cardinal rule.
Right. Like, exactly.
There's no bigger rule.
Yeah. You're talking commandment number one.
Exactly.
Protect the license. The reason I say that is this. If I remember my dad, I would go to these Southland would rent out Wet and Wild back in the day, and we could go and have a big family night, and you would inevitably run into people who also did this very thing. The one thing I remember about truckers is this. Man, they protected that CDL, and they were very proud of their CDL and what they'd accomplished, and they wouldn't do anything to jeopardize it. Dude, if my dad had to drive on a Friday, my dad would not have a drink on a Wednesday. And my dad loved drinking beer. He wouldn't drink 48 hours before he had to drive that truck. He wanted no trace of alcohol near his bloodstream while he was in his truck and jeopardizing his CDL license because he protected it and considered it so valuable to him.
What if a truck driver's in an accident at fault, it begins an investigation where you first where they are licensed gets like investigated, and then it's like there's a step process. If there's 2 infractions, they're on probation. 3 infractions, and they're fined. Where they have a long-lasting commitment to the people that they license, where they can be held liable down the road if they are, to make sure they're not just CDL mills. Just handing out diplomas.
And you're right, because somebody just texted in. We had a lot of texts about this already. It says they don't train you to drive properly. They just train you to memorize and pass the DOT test.
Which is frightening, because when you talk about if you've ever seen a trucker back up an 18-wheeler to a loading dock, you realize the skill involved in that. Like, if you've ever seen that off of Ronald Reagan Boulevard by those train tracks where, you can barely squeeze out a popcorn fart in that area, and you see those 18-wheelers maneuver that trailer back in there and not hit a damn thing on the way in. You have to have the skill to be able to do that.
Dude, my dad had to deliver to 7-Elevens and Crystal Burgers. It was one of the things. It was part of the whole thing with Southland. And I remember people who worked with him used to tell me, he said, I don't know what your old man did in a former life, but your dad can back a trailer down an alley that has an inch of clearance on either side, and he do it with one hand while reading a book.
Right.
He knows it. He just knew how to do it.
And you're right. That skill.
And there is a unique pride with that. Man, the texts are coming in crazy.
Wish I could see him.
Who said that? One guy here says, he goes, oh man, I have to go way all the way back. Good Lord of mercy. He goes, I've been a truck driving for almost a year, and people are literally not being trained correctly to drive a semi-truck. It's horrible. 18-wheelers weigh about 10 grand. I guess that's empty with an empty trailer.
And now you understand why the state is going after the companies that hired the driver from the Summers accident, right?
Yeah.
Because obviously he was given a CDL when he couldn't pass the tests that were necessary.
Yeah.
Because he received a license in California and Washington State, I believe.
And that's important, because you do have to be licensed for different things in all of those places. Like when my dad got licensed for hazmat, I found out that you couldn't take a truck like that through a tunnel.
Right.
So you would have to take the other routes. And when we were in California or in Colorado, there's a thing called Loveland Pass up there. And the reason Loveland Pass exists is because they can't take the tractor trailers through the tunnels. So all those tractors have to go up. They have to go up around this pass. And let me tell you, dude, it is horrifying. You're 10,000 feet in the air, driving a tractor trailer on a 2-lane road. And, you're dealing with people coming along. You're dealing with that weather. It's so scary.
It's like passing logging trucks in Oregon, where you're way up into the mountains and they're just hauling ass on these 2-lane roads, and you're like, man, I hope you know what you're doing.
They are not afraid. They do not care. But yeah, man, it's very interesting what's happening. So 16,000 of these providers, Jack almost nailed the number exactly. 3,000 schools are going to be shut down unless they comply with federal requirements within 30 days. The other 4,000 could face similar actions if they don't come into compliance. And here's the thing, it's not just people saying it, it's these business owners who are trying to hire these people. They're like, look, man, you just came out of this school, you got a CDL, it's still warm from the laminator,
right?
And you can't find reverse. You can't do the simple stuff we need to get our products to the next, to the next stop.
Think about, you're driving next to one of these on the highway. I don't know, a younger me just assumed, oh, they're a professional. They are, they know how to handle that. This is what they do for a living. You assume that they are not going to be the problem.
And yet they are.
They can be.
I usually try to avoid big trucks because they do scare me when I'm driving next to them. Because you just never know if there's going to be a tire blowout.
Yeah.
And dump truck drivers, I don't know if this has been your guys' experience, but to me, they're just the most, in some cases, they just drive too fast and they're way too reckless for what they're hauling.
Well, that you don't want to be behind because of the crap
your
that
windshield.
flies
Oh,
out.
absolutely.
Yeah, they're supposed to have that tarp thing that comes up over the load, but that doesn't happen all the time.
But with trucks, you got to be real careful not to sit in their blind spot.
Absolutely.
And also, when you go to pass, you have to make sure you give them more room because it's a lot harder for them to slow down and brake than, you can't just dart in front of them.
People do it all the time.
Like you would a regular car.
They say you're supposed to be able to see the entire grill, the front grill of the truck, all the way before you move over into their lane, because in that way you can assure that they can see you.
Can you imagine what those people see on the road?
Oh yeah. I've heard
I think
stories.
we should do an entire show.
No, because we talked about protecting the license, Jimmy. We can't ask those questions.
Instead of what you're hauling, we'll call it what you peeping.
What you peeping?
What you peeping?
Look, man, I'm telling you. And what there has to be. I bet there's a relatively large percentage of accidents in tractor trailers because somebody is peeping. Yeah. Somebody is looking at the car down below them, and next thing you know, oops, now in the back of this other car. All right, 407-916-1041. You can always text us at 77031. Worst cities to date in all of America. I wonder what's number one. I'll tell you what that is next.
Classic Alternative this weekend on Real Radio 104.1.
When she says she loves me.
Real Music Weekends are Classic Alternative.
From the Odoo.com Weather Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
A bit of a chill going to grip Central Florida once again. Hi there, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist TJ Springer. Tracking a cold front here could bring us a few showers, maybe a rumble of thunder or two here this evening. Then we'll start to clear out a bit overnight with temperatures to the northwest back into the lower to middle 50s, closer to 60 though in the Orlando metro under a mixture of clouds and stars. Then for our hump day, we'll see a mixture of clouds and sunshine starting to clear little by little with highs much cooler, topping out in the upper 60s and lower 70s. From the Fox 35 Storm Center, I'm meteorologist TJ Springer.
This report is sponsored by ChumbaCasino.com.
Hey, it's Ryan Seacrest here, and I have discovered a fun new escape from the daily grind, Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has hundreds of social casino-style games, and it's all free to play anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. So get to ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 21 plus.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here with my friends over at the Nickley Group. You guys know I've purchased and sold a number of properties in my life right here in Central Florida. And in those times, I have experienced every kind of realtor you could possibly experience. You know, people who are there all the time, people who are not there all the time, people who answer their calls, people who tell the truth that don't tell the truth. It is exhausting. It'd be so nice just to find one company. Oh, there it is right there, the Nickley Group. One company right there that can take care of everything you need without all of that hassle, just simply there to make sure you get the best deal for your home if you're selling it, or the best deal on a home if you're buying it. And they have some stats to prove they know what they're doing. 6% more is the average they get for the homes that they're selling. And when it comes to buying a place, nobody is going to sift through all of Central Florida to find that dream home that fits everything you need more than the Nickley Group. 4,000 five-star reviews, 4,500 plus homes sold, the number one real estate team in all of Central Florida. Nobody will super serve you like the guys at the Nickley Group. Their VIP program is crazy. Free appraisals, free home warranties, free moving trucks and supplies, and that early access program that gets you into off-market properties before they even get listed is insane. If all of that doesn't match up, their guaranteed cash offer may. No showings or open houses, and you can close that deal in just 14 days. It's the NickleyGroup.com. That's NICKLEY.com.
Smith & Yulo Law Firm, the criminal defense attorneys in Florida. With over 100 years of combined experience, we've handled it all. DUIs, theft, felonies. Call 352-WIN-FOR-YOU for your free case evaluation. Smith & Yulo Law Firm. Offices Orlando.
Eustace Roofing brings holiday savings. Get $1,500 off your roof replacement on any roof at least 1,000 square feet, plus an extra $500 when you show proof of a donation to our community partners. Visit EustaceRoofing.com for details and to schedule your free estimate today.
Hey Orlando, Joe Rossi here for Greenway Kia. Remember when COVID flipped the car business upside down? Back then, high demand and low inventory drove prices through the roof. Now, many people owe more on their trade-ins than they're worth. So getting the most for your trade matters more than ever. At Greenway Kia, over 40 Greenway dealerships compete to buy your trade. So you could get up to $10,000 over Kelley Blue Book fair market value. Visit GreenwayKias.com during Kia's Season of New Tradition sales event. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Negative equity refinance. Expires 12/7/25.
You know, there's millions of people without the health insurance they need. I get it. You feel like it's too pricey, a headache to deal with. You deserve something better. And better health. We're on a mission to get everyone high-quality, affordable health insurance. You have health insurance needs. We have plans with low out-of-pocket premiums, with in-network preventive care at no cost to you, and a network of local doctors and hospitals. So if you're still shopping for health insurance, go to ambetterhealth.com/enroll to get your free, no-obligation quote. That's ambetterhealth.com/enroll. For coverage to start January 1st, you must enroll by December 15th. Find the plan that's right for you right now. ambetterhealth.com/enroll. Ambetter Health, on a mission for better. Ambetter Health is the brand name for health insurance products underwritten by subsidiaries of Centene Corporation. Go to ambetterhealth.com to see offerings in your state. This is a solicitation for insurance.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the story of Dime Patrol. The RC Hill Mitsubishi Dime Patrol.
Sir, are you aware that it's a crime to pay more than a dime?
Now, I told you fellers before, they gots to pay up.
Not at RC Hill Mitsubishi. In DeLand and Ocala, right, RC?
Correct. All you need is one dime down. Acres of vehicles for under 20 grand.
New ones?
Yes, and you get a lifetime warranty. We work with all types of credit. We have banks and local credit unions to get you the best rates.
A new and the best pre-owned. Well, I reckon it's a crime to pay more than a dime.
Even new Outlander SUVs with 0% financing for 60 months. One dime down. Now at RC Hill Mitsubishi. In DeLand, just 2 miles off I-4, DeLand and Ocala. RCHill.com.
RCHill.com.
Time down, $535 a month, 72 months, 6% APR, plus tax title to qualified buyers.
To 15-year-old Harper, buying an $80 vintage rock t-shirt is a great investment. To Harper's mom, this logic has a few holes in it. So she helped Harper open a Wells Fargo Clear Access banking account. With no overdraft fees and tools to track spending, Harper's learning, one heavy metal tee at a time. However you make money work, Wells Fargo can work with that.
Terms apply. Visit wellsfargo.com/deposit disclosures for fees and details.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Sinex Saline nasal spray?
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultra-fine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
Here's the tale of the Daily Medfield. Same old pharmacy, same old bill, but those prices kept rising higher still.
Till the savings wrangler rode in, cool as can be. Tap GoodRx, saving massively.
No plan? Don't matter none. Up to 80% off. The deals are done.
Discounts hitting harder than Ma's chili. Dang, that one little app does all the rest.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
Save every day at Headquarter Hyundai. We've dropped prices on acres of new Hyundais. Visit headquarterhyundai.com.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Jimmy, I drive a truck every day for work, and I'm on the highway, and I see it firsthand. And trucks are taught to stay in the right lane, and then you go in the middle lane only to pass it, but you stay in the right lane. The problem is people want to coast. You see Grandpa Earl and you see Grandma Myrtle in the middle lane. They want to go 60 miles per hour. People are passing on the left and right, and they slow up traffic, and that's the issue. All of a sudden now, trucks have to slow down, they have to speed up on the left side just to get past them.
What is up, Jim Colbert crew? What's up, guys? It's Remy. How you guys doing?
That sounds like a trucker.
Actually, guys, I am a local box truck driver for a company where we take bags to and from the airport to the Disney resorts. And it is a lot of fun,
He's delivering
and I really enjoy it.
I just wanted to work on my snare and my kick drum there for a minute. All right, 407.
Make the turn already. Make the turn.
407-916-1041. You can text us at 77031. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well. Our good friend Remy.
Got a couple calls on this topic.
Yeah.
People enjoy it.
What, the truck driving thing?
Phones.
Oh, well, there you go. I didn't say that. My God, I didn't even look over there. That's right. We never do the phone call thing. I will hold on to the dating thing here. I'll take these calls real quick. Let's go to I know this guy. Cadillac Pat, what's going on?
Dirty Jim, what's going on, brother?
What's up, buddy? How are you?
Good, man. How's everything going over there?
Things are going good, buddy. It says here you drive a big old sled these days, don't you?
Yes, I do. A 77 Cadillac Eldorado.
Whoa.
That's a big car.
And I got horns in the front of it too, right now.
Very nice.
I'm sitting in it right now.
Let's hear those horns.
No, that.
I'll text you a picture.
All right, are you an oil baron now? Is that what you're doing?
He's landman.
Yeah, you landman. You got a story from
landman, yes.
You got a story from the road?
Oh yeah, I mean all the time people get out of my way. Also, I don't have anti-lock brakes, so I also get out of the way of anything. If I don't really drive this car in the rain, because I'm more worried about somebody else sliding into me because I don't have anti-lock brakes.
Unreal, dude. Well, when you're driving a car that's 35 feet long with bull horns on it. Good hearing from you, Pat. You're the best, buddy. All right, 407-916-1041. One more here. Carlos, what's going on, bub?
Hey, I'm the massage therapist, ex-cop that called in a couple of times.
Cool.
When I was a cop, I would always, if I had to stop a truck, a tractor-trailer truck or whatever, I would always call in FDOT to take over the ticket. Mainly because they would pour over that truck and get every violation. Mud flaps out of spot, don't have the skirt over the top. They would pour over and write those guys, hammer them with the ticket if they weren't in compliance.
So were you a city cop or a sheriff or a state trooper?
Actually, I worked out at UCF, and we had the periphery, like University, Alafaya.
Yeah.
All those areas. And with all that construction, we had all those trucks coming and going all the time.
Damn.
And when I pulled it over, I would turn it over to FDOT and let them hammer it.
Man, I bet they hated your guts for that.
Oh, yeah. Well, FDOT loved it, and those guys are really great. I give a lot of credit to those FDOT guys. They're out there really risking themselves out on those citations.
Yeah, buddy.
I wanted to say,
go ahead.
Deb has the sexiest voice in all of radio.
I'm glad I held on for that. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. Thanks, Carlos. We know that. I appreciate that. He goes, hey, wait a minute, Jim.
Yeah, I got one more thing to tell you.
She's got to know this. She's never heard it before. Deb has the sexiest voice out there.
Now, shut up. This is about Deb.
All right. If you were to choose a state in America, and I'll give you I'll give you the parameters here, and you can tell me what you think is the state that's hardest to date in. Single population. Average date cost, bars per 100,000 people, restaurants per 100,000 people, dating app spending per capita, or dating searches per 100,000 people. Those are the parameters in which they made this list. What state do you believe was the worst in all of those categories to get a date in?
Alaska.
Let me just see if they're in the top 10.
I'm going to go Wisconsin.
Alaska is not in the top 10.
Wow.
Wisconsin is not in the top 10. I'll give you an example. Jersey is number 10.
Really?
Yeah, Jersey is number 10. Florida does not appear on this list. And when you think about this state, think about it a little bit. Think about it. What state would be the worst to date in?
California.
No. The list I got. Utah's the worst.
Oh, okay.
Utah.
Utah. Yeah. Utah.
right.
Not a big single scene in Utah, is there?
Yeah. I don't know. If you watch those Real White Housewives.
It says the single population in Utah is 44.7%. The average date cost is $121. There's only 4 bars per 100,000 people in Utah. There are 101 restaurants per 100,000 people. Dating app spending per capita, 33 cents in Utah. And then dating searches per capita per 100,000 people, 2,138. And that was a total score of 98.89, almost 100% not good. The other ones, Washington, that's Washington State.
Okay.
Maine.
They have 100,000 people in Maine.
Okay, Idaho. Alabama,
Don't you call me a hoe.
Alabama, Tennessee, Texas, Hawaii, Virginia, Jersey. And when I first started reading this, I'm like, oh, yeah, they're all cold states. Washington, Maine, Idaho.
Not Hawaii.
And then you get into Alabama, Tennessee, Texas. And I wonder why those particular states. I mean, you would think Tennessee would be a place. I mean, it's got some fun cities in Tennessee. Hawaii, the same thing.
Can you go through that list of criteria again so we can break this down?
Yeah, single population. No, we don't have time. But single population, average date cost, bars per 100,000, restaurants per 100,000, dating app spending per capita, and dating searches per 100,000 people.
So Hawaii, more tourist.
Well, also, but it's contained. I would think because you don't.
That's what I'm thinking. You're landlocked or you're island locked.
Yeah, you
waterlocked.
You're only. You know. I mean, to go and find any other people, you got to spend a bunch of money and fly overseas.
A big bunch of money.
Hey. All right, 407-916-1041. Again, you can always text us at 77031. There's a bit of a mystery in Orlando. We'll try to figure it out next.
It's never been easier to listen to Real Radio 104.1 wherever you go. Make us your number one preset on our free iHeartRadio app.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Traffic's crawling through the city on I-4 westbound, approaching that 408 interchange. It's stop and go westbound on I-4 between Celebration and getting through that Champions Gate area. Look out for a crash on I-4 westbound near State Road 429. That's off to the shoulder, and crews are still clearing up that crash on the Beach Line eastbound at Goldenrod Road. That's off to the shoulder as well. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Fresh from Florida.
You can depend on Florida farmers. Our farm is where we live and work. It's where we raise our families and provide for yours. When you shop for Florida-grown fruits and vegetables, look for local. Choose Fresh from Florida, the homegrown brand of Florida farmers.
Are you looking to buy a new home, but first you want to make sure that mortgage quote you have is any good? No worries, my friend, because it is so easy to check that out with that mortgage guy, Don. And you know, one recent study found that less than 20% of us compared that first mortgage quote we get. But you really want peace of mind. So just go to the website, hit the button that says compare, and upload your quote. That's it. That mortgage guy, Don, will tell you if it's any good, and you can get a quote with no hard credit inquiry. It truly is peace of mind right there at your fingertips. So don't miss the boat. Compare your quote at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Christmas music playing right now on Magic 107.7.
Feliz Navidad.
Magic 107.7.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Orlando's Christmas station.
Why go to just another sports bar when you can go to Crush Yard? The food, amazing. The drinks, top shelf. Craft beers, a gajillion of them. And then the big surprise, pickleball, all indoor on pristine new courts. So that's it, right? Wrong, because we've also got ping pong, cornhole, and a full arcade for the kids. So, Kissimmee, when the temps rise, cool off with the best food, games, and fun at the hottest new spot in town. Visit CrushYard.com and follow us on social for details. See you down at the yard.
There are only about 4,300 publicly traded companies on the U.S. Stock Exchange. But there are an estimated 33 million companies in the U.S. Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. The average investor is missing out on over 99% of the investment opportunity that's happening in this beautiful country until now. True portfolio strength is found beyond the confines of the S&P 500, investing in promising companies before they go public. private real estate, infrastructure, world-changing technologies. This is called the endowment model. The endowment model has historically outperformed the traditional model of just stocks and bonds. If you're an accredited investor and want more from your investments, it's time to think beyond just stocks and bonds. Call Trajan today, 407-213-0000. That's 407-213-0000.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. See website for details.
Chelsea here. Ready to upgrade your windows or patio doors before the new year? During Renewal by Anderson's December sales event, buy one, get one 40% off. And with 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 18 months, it's never been easier to say yes. Renewal by Anderson's acclaimed impact windows are built for Florida, designed to help you save on energy bills while keeping your home comfortable year-round. Offer ends December 31st. Restrictions apply. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com. License number CGC 1527613.
Here's something most of us don't want to think about, but probably should. Clay Travis and Buck Sexton here for our friend Mike Lester and the team at Talon Wealth Management.
That thing we don't want to talk about is a will. If you don't have one, Mike and his team would like to help you out. They'll start you off with a comprehensive financial plan.
If you are 55 or over and have saved at least $250,000 for retirement, the Talon Comprehensive Financial Plan is complimentary. And when that plan's in hand, you will also receive the gift of a will and trust courtesy of Talon Wealth.
The folks at Talon Wealth are not attorneys, but they work with a group of attorneys who'll provide a will and trust at no charge to you. Reach out at 813-755-5000. 813-755-5000. One more time, that's 813-755-5000. And be sure and tell them that Clay and Buck sent you.
Advisory services offered through Talon Private Wealth, LLC, a SEC-registered investment advisor. The information provided is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be construed as legal, tax, or financial advice.
Heavy metal on a light budget? If it's important, it's not worth compromising. That's why with Farmers, you get quality and savings on your auto insurance. Here, I'll take over. See what you could save at farmers.com.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck or Fire Insurance Exchanges or affiliate. Products not available in every state.
Hey Orlando, Joe Rossi here for Greenway Kia. Did you know Kia sells more new cars in Central Florida than any brand except one? If you're shopping for your next ride, chances are you're already thinking Kia. With 3 convenient locations in one of Central Florida's largest selections, Greenway Kia makes it easy to find the perfect vehicle. And during Kia's Season of New Tradition sales event, every new Kia is discounted up to $12,000 off MSRP. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Example stock number 17479, MSRP $77,225. Discount includes Kia customer cash rebate. Offer expires 12/7/25.
Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisor. Visit TrajanWealth.com.
Live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. From car accidents to personal injury cases, Mo has you covered. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM, HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station guaranteed human. Radio now comes with moving pictures. The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube. Subscribe and watch.
Jack, property taxes shouldn't be paid by people over 65 and those that have paid off their houses. The deficit money could be made up by raising the sales tax, which would capture revenue from everybody in the state of Florida that purchased things, including criminals and tourists.
I hope everybody else out there in Orlando will join me as well in leaving a talk back and wishing a congratulations to Jack for finally going poop in the potty. Yay! Congratulations.
Good job, Jack.
Yay!
Good job, Jack. Aw. All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Hope you had a good day at work on this Tuesday. First Tuesday in December.
Yeah.
I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well. Mm-hmm. Saw something on Facebook today as I was tooling around this morning, and it brought back a great memory. And I think both of you probably have this memory. Floridians, as a rule, do not. It was a story about preparing for snow days for kids.
Oh, one of the best.
As they get out of school. And I have to tell you, I only lived in an area where it snowed for a short period of time. I lived in a small town in West Virginia for about 18 months when my dad ran a coal mine up there. That's where my parents were divorced. So we lived up there and then, moved back down to Florida. But got to experience a real winter, in West Virginia. It gets cold. It snows, the whole 9 yards. And, man, I'll never, ever, ever forget. We had one of those big console stereos, the thing that's, it has the big, you know what I mean, the console stereo. It's all built in wood. It's got
And you and your sister would just be waiting there with bated breath, waiting to hear the announcements of the schools that were closed for the day.
We would legit sit right in front of it.
We all did it, Jim.
We would turn the station on, and we would wait for the DJ to read the school that wasn't going to have to go that day. And man, when the first syllable came out, man, we were losing our mind. And here's the thing. We knew we had to make it up. You have to go one more day in the summer, but we did not care.
Not at all. No.
Because in the summer, did not have sledding. Mm-hmm. And we lived at the bottom of a hill. So for us to just grab our sleds and cruise up the top of the hill and then come on down, it was the greatest.
Plus, you knew it was a big deal because when you're from a northern state, they're like, you can handle a little bit of snow. It really had to have piled up for them to say, all right, you get the day off.
Yeah, those are those two converging storms, those big storms up north. It's pretty nasty up there.
There were 3 ways I remember us being notified if we had a snow day. One would be the radio when they'd make the announcement. 2 would be on like the news channel, like they did a crawl.
Yeah.
I think on the local on cable. If you had cable, they did a crawl.
Rich
crawl.
boy.
Yeah, I know, right? Late 70s.
Yeah, this would have been 77. There would have been no crawl in my world.
And then the last one was the firehouse whistle. The one they used to always do at like 5 o'clock every night in the summer.
Yeah.
If they fired that at 7 a.m., you knew school was out.
Yeah, the funny thing is it was a small town called Oak Hill, West Virginia. So, it only had one. Actually, to be honest with you, the high school, the middle school, and the high school and the middle school were in one building.
That's a small town.
Yeah, and then the elementary school was separate, but it was on the same property, but it was didn't have the kids in there, and so we had the only school in the city. So we didn't have to worry about Beckley shutting down or anything like that because that didn't really bother us. As long as Collins High School or Collins Middle School was down, we were good to go. God. And the thing is, in Florida, when you get days like that because of hurricanes, it doesn't have the same vibe.
Because you're outside working and cleaning up storm debris.
You're trying to save your own life.
Exactly.
It's not because the buses may slide off the road.
No.
It has nothing to do with that.
Let's get out there and pick up that debris, Jimmy.
Yeah, 100%. All right, 770.
Go out there and find us ice.
77031. That's how you can text us if you'd like to make a comment on the show at any time. So the mystery I have here is this. I don't know if you guys know about this. I saw this on Channel 9 today. The United States Secret Service announced that we'll hold a news conference Tuesday. So I didn't see this news conference today. And the agency said that local law enforcement will be on hand to share details about a, quote, consumer-related operation conducted in the Orlando area. So does that mean that there's like a big scam going on? If the Secret Service, or maybe there's a counterfeiting ring?
Counterfeiting, yeah.
Could be. I mean, could be a retail theft as well.
Well, the Secret Service handles the counterfeiting thing.
Right.
And so I wonder if it is a big counterfeiting ring here in town.
Ooh.
Like I was trying to figure out what it was. It doesn't give, the press conference is good at 1 o'clock. I don't see any update on what they said it was. But yeah, and it doesn't give any other information. It just says they'll bring you details that goes on. But it sounds like a big counterfeiting ring, right?
I'm not really sure.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell. It doesn't give an update on what they said it was or, what they're doing with it or anything. I just found that kind of bizarre.
Well, if they did that, there'd be no point in the press conference.
Yeah, I know. That's wild. Why would they come in and have a press conference about something they're investigating? Why wouldn't they just come in town and do it?
And then not tell us or do the press conference?
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen any alert that's
nothing.
Talking about none of the local news stations have been teasing about it.
And the funny thing is, you obviously are searching news all during the show because of the last segment, you heard her first segment. So
right, exactly. And speaking of that, I did want to let folks know that the lockdown at Satellite High School, Delora Middle School, and Holland Elementary, it's coming from my memory.
Yeah.
Has been lifted.
Everything's good?
Yeah, everything is good.
All right, very good. Woohoo! All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 770-311.
Someone just texted us at 77031. Feels so good to see them again. Yeah. Escort scamming. What's that?
Nah.
Okay, so I heard. Oh, no.
We have our resident expert, ladies and gentlemen.
So is that because I also heard that there's a big, there's a money mule thing going on through like, through Uber,
Uber and
Lyft
Lyft drivers.
Yeah.
Really?
That they're being used as money mules without even knowing it or something?
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if that's part of it.
Well, also, I mean, the gambling thing, I mean, they did bust them here in Orlando.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a further, further step in that investigation.
And would that be the Secret Service? I think it probably would be, wouldn't it?
I believe it was. That was a federal takedown.
Carlos, the ex-cop, texts in. He says Secret Service also deals with skimming.
Oh.
Shopping season coming up. Maybe they're training people in the area or maybe they're training cops or training agencies on how to spot more scams going into the Christmas season. Who knows?
They wouldn't have a press conference for that,
No,
though, would they?
I don't think they would.
I would think it'd have to be something.
Yeah. What were you about to say?
Someone just texted and said cracking down on Publix prices.
It's going to take more than the Secret Service. That's for damn sure. All right, 77031. So the other thing, too, is if you're traveling, now, this is not going to affect you this year. It will affect you next year, starting on February 1st. Did you see that? The Real ID thing?
Yeah, I actually did this in Woke News, but I did it weeks and weeks and weeks ago.
We've had Real IDs for so long. It's amazing that I thought
that this makes news at all. I'm with you the same way. I've had my Real ID for probably 2 or 3 years now.
But that's Florida. If you remember when the Real ID compliancy, I think, was set for May 1st, you had a lot of states like Kentucky and Tennessee that really hadn't kind of pushed their citizens to get their Real IDs, and DMVs had hour-long lines of people trying to figure out, where the heck it was coming from.
Right, yeah. Texting service is saying cartel running the escort services scamming money. Drug dealers been calling Uber and just sending the backpack. In other words, so I guess if you're sending money to a dealer or something like that, you just call an Uber, you throw the backpack in there and say, take this to this address.
Would you do that? If you throw a backpack, but then do you want to be the Uber who says no? Think of that sticky situation, right?
I think you just deliver it and then just remember that number and never take a call from it again.
Or just quit your job as Uber.
Yeah.
Last thing I ever want to be put on is the cartel's notice.
Could you imagine that, man? Yeah, you get this backpack and you drive it up to this house, and this house is not cool.
I thought they came up with a policy that if it's not, they won't deliver packages. If it's not a person, they won't take it, because Code Black a year ago,
used Uber to deliver something to you?
He was trying to deliver stuff for the show, and he's like, I'll put it in an Uber and send it to you. And he said they wouldn't take it.
Yeah. And by the way, those courier services, have you ever used one?
No.
My God, man. When I was in the printing business, I tried to use a courier service to take some artwork to a client, and it was from, let's say, the Lockhart area, which is North 441 Lee Road, that area there, down to Sand Lake Road. How much do you think that was going to be? Just to drive 2 or 3 pieces of paper down to Sand Lake Road.
$40.
I'll go $75.
It was $100, and that was probably 20 years ago. That courier service thing is crazy, and that's wild because the Uber thing would certainly make up for that. But I mean, you can see the trouble in that.
Well, yeah. I mean, I could imagine Uber doesn't want to be liable for your package that may or may not make it to its final destination, and then
Lady says, don't say my name. I deliver for Uber, and under the Uber Eats app, there is a package delivery option. I opt out of that for this very reason.
Oh, that's right. That's true.
So in other words, I guess you have the option of delivering a package as an Uber driver if you want to. But man, I would think that would be super sketchy. I would not want to do that in any way, shape, or form.
Like to believe in people until people be people.
Yeah. The Real ID thing is this. After February 1st, if you go to travel, TSA says if you do not have a Real ID, they're going to charge you $45. Flyers without a Real ID, a passport, or other acceptable form of ID will need to have their identities confirmed through a fee-based verification system called TSA Confirm ID. So basically, if you don't have any form of ID and you show up, you're not out of luck now. This is actually kind of a good deal.
Yeah, if you don't have your
pay-
passport, you'll have to pay $45.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't have but how many times have people gone to the airport and forgotten their ID or passport, and they just simply could not get on the plane? Can I tell you, I didn't know that was even capable. Like, I didn't know that if you showed up to the airport, that's like one of my biggest things. When I leave the house, we're flying, because we live an hour from the airport. You can't just, turn around and go back and get it, And I am completely and utterly neurotic about my ID or my passport when I go to the airport. I ask my wife 4 or 5 times.
Oh, that has to be fun.
Oh, it's a hoot.
That's a hoot.
For everybody involved.
Hoot
It's great.
and a half. I'm going to give you some extra credit on that. Hoot and a half.
But now for $45, I can forget my, that's awesome. For only $45?
Only?
That's cheap. You know what's not cheap? Hauling your ass out of there and having to reschedule a flight.
Yeah, no, I know. I just.
Yeah.
But like Jack said, it's great that we've already had our real IDs for a couple of years, because this is not a worry for us.
Yeah. Man, you could run an entire organization out of this Uber Eats thing, though. Somebody just texted in and said, imagine having like a little restaurant place, and that's a front. And every time you send a package out as an Uber Eats package, you put your little package inside the food package. Like a box of chicken with a bunch of fentanyl in there or something.
Oh, God. Yeah, no. They don't make that much money.
Yeah. They really don't. It's amazing. How much do you think they make a week driving Uber?
Well, I think it depends on where you drive. I know for a lot of Uber drivers, they'll come from all over the state just to drive in Orlando because of the amount of tourist traffic that we get. My best friend had a driver from Jensen Beach.
Damn, really?
Uber driving here in Orlando.
They drive here and then pick up the app here and then pick up rides here.
Yeah, because there's a lot more rides and pickups here than there may be in Jensen Beach, and you can get that flex pricing and all that other stuff.
Do you think they rely on tips pretty heavily? It's obviously, I mean, the trip fee. Can you make a living on the trip fee?
I don't know, but if you don't tip as a passenger, good luck getting your next Uber.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
No way, really?
Yeah, your rating is going to be crap.
Tipping affects your rating?
Hello, who do you think rates you?
The driver. That's picking you up.
You rate the driver, but they rate you.
Yeah, and your rating matters how quickly you're going to get picked up.
But what if I'm just a great passenger that doesn't do anything? I pay on time. I'm clean. I don't ask any questions. I don't ask for music. I don't care about your bottle of water or your packs of peanuts that you put in the back seat. I just would like my ride.
No tip,
and they get a bad rating just because I didn't tip?
It's a warning to other Uber drivers.
Exactly.
They're not going to want your cheap ass.
Yeah, exactly, because they don't want to talk to you either. Yeah, that's fine, but the fee doesn't go to them.
Well, some of it does.
Some of it. But you saying no tip, I mean, just test it out, Jimmy. Get an Uber next time.
You guys have to agree, though. Hold on. I do tip my drivers. I don't want that out there. But you guys have to agree that's horse ass.
No.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that is because if you at a restaurant and let's say you get service, you tip 10% because that's what you tip. Now the word's out on you because you didn't tip 20, and now you're not going to get good service because you didn't tip 20%.
Hey,
get out of here! That's ridiculous. That's utterly ridiculous.
Hate the game, not the player.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Obviously, you don't tip.
No, I do tip. I just told you that, but it shouldn't be. You should not hold that against somebody. What if you can't?
If you had a crew, 2 guys deliver 2 appliances to your house, what would you tip them? If you had an electric range and a dishwasher delivered to your home, what would you tip them?
Just as an example.
How many people is it?
He just said 2.
2?
10 each? Or
it would probably be, I don't know, probably $20.
That's what I was thinking.
$20 a piece
each?
or something like
Yeah.
that.
A piece. For 2 guys, they were there 4 minutes.
Oh, is this guy for real? Are you for real? You were just getting in my ass about Uber, and now you're tipping a guy who's pulling a stove into your house $10?
Who said I tipped him at all?
Oh, my God almighty. 407-916-1041. We'll be back in a second. Some
Real
of us will.
Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733. There's a disabled truck slowing things down northbound and southbound on Florida's Turnpike near that 301 exit. We got emergency crews and police activity on the roadways there. Look out for a crash off to the shoulder on I-4 westbound near State Road 429, and traffic starting to crawl in some familiar areas on the major roadways. The roadways are getting busy. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by SuperSure.
Stop buying business insurance blind. SuperSure's licensed advisors help break things down clearly so you understand your options. When you're not sure, get SuperSure or supersure.com. That's supersure.com.
Paid for by SuperSure Insurance Agency, LLC, a Florida licensed insurance agency, not an insurer, and only available in Florida.
Hey, everybody, Jim Colbert here from my friends over at Mills Air. The roller coaster ride that is Florida weather is amongst us. Man, oh man, 81 days, 65 the next. You better have an AC system and a heat system that can take care of you and your family. I strongly suggest our friends over at Mills Air. They've been doing it since 92. That's 30 plus years of experience right here in Central Florida, keeping you and your family nice and comfortable, which is tough in this state, by the way. And their techs are awesome. They know these brands inside and out. You don't even have to know what kind of AC you have. Mills Air can repair it. But even better, they're Carrier factory authorized dealers. That is super important because that could get you up to $1,275 in rebates towards a brand new Carrier unit. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier and certainly turn to family-owned and operated Mills Air. Call these guys today. It's easy. 407-277-1159. Find them online at millsair.com.
The mix of salty sea air and burnt rubber. The big skies, high banks, and grandstands. The rumble in your chest. That's what we love about the Daytona 500. Honoring history and making it. At the biggest race of the year on the biggest stage of a lifetime. The Daytona 500. You gotta see it to believe it. February 15th, 2026. Secure your experience now at Daytona500.com.
Do you own a small business? A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get SuperSure.
Imagine the perfect chicken tender. Crispy, juicy, for lack of a better word, tendery. Now imagine these perfect tenders at Wendy's. 'Cause they are. Wendy's new chicken tenders are here with delicious new dipping sauces like Wendy's Signature, Creamy Ranch, and Honey Barbecue. And they're so good, we even changed our name from Wendy's to Tendies. I believe that's what the kids call manifesting. For Tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's.
The Jim Colbert Show question of the day is brought to us by the Home Builders Network. I was thinking about it today, sitting in front of my house, looking up at those gutters. A couple years ago, I had Mike the Home Builder and the Home Builders Network replace my roof, but I also replaced the gutters with covers. And in 2.5 years, I have not had to clean out the gutters. And it is fantastic. It seems like a simple thing, but think of how many times a year you got to get up on the ladder, clean out the leaves. I love not having to do that. Thank you, Home Builders Network. But it's more than roofs. It's more than gutters. It's replacement windows, replacement doors, even bathroom remodeling. You can get done with the Home Builders Network. See what they can do for you. The website is hbnusa.com. They have a showroom in Altamont Springs. Again, find them online at hbnusa.com.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party. You see that new welcome offer? Bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets if you win. I think we got to jump on this.
What's John Daly think?
I think you got to grip it and rip it. Grip it? And rip it.
Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook. Roll with us. New players bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Payable in bonus bets. Not a cash offer. Offered by Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Heavy metal on a light budget? If it's important, it's not worth compromising. That's why with Farmers, you get quality and savings on your auto insurance. Here, I'll take over. See what you could save at farmers.com.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck or Fire Insurance Exchanges or Affiliate. Products not available in every state.
Bring some holiday cheer with the network that knows what you really want.
Take your phone to your local Total Wireless store, and we'll give you one line for just $25 a month. Celebrate more for spending less. The holidays just got a lot better. Visit your neighborhood Total Wireless store. For new single-line customers who activate on a BYO device on the Total 5G Unlimited plan. Requires auto-pay enrollment to receive the full discount, which applies the month after enrollment. Available online and in Total Wireless retail stores. Requires a compatible unlocked device and SIM. Check compatibility at TotalWireless.com.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Sinex Saline Nasal Spray.
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultra-fine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
Keep the holiday soundtrack on everywhere.
The snowman.
Open the free iHeartRadio app and listen to Magic 107.7, Orlando's Christmas station. On the go, tap the holiday banner or just search holiday. And you'll see customized stations like iHeart Christmas Classics, iHeart Country Christmas, and tons of playlists to set the mood. You've got enough to do. Let us handle the music. Open the free iHeartRadio app now and start listening.
Eustace Roofing. New roof, no mess.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. Still to come, the common sense financial advice you need. It's Only Money with Scott Brown. Today at 6:20 on The Jim Colbert Show.
Hey, Jimmy.
Hi.
Chad here. I just wanted to reach out and give a public service announcement with scamming going on. That Chad's didn't do it. And the Secret Service, Chad's didn't do it. And whatever else is going on with these credit cards, Chad's didn't do it. Just getting ahead of this before you start saying Chad's did it.
Okay, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that.
Great show. Carry on now.
Thank you. Man, people are a little fired up about this Uber thing real quick. Texting service is getting a little steamy.
Yeah, I noticed.
77031. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show here on Real Radio. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jackson is here as well.
I am. And we had a SpaceX launch.
Yeah,
and
we
had
did.
Rocket separation, and we have a booster heading back towards.
How about that?
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Happened so fast. I actually tried to run over and see anything of the trail and saw nothing.
Yeah, it happened all during our break. It's they went live at about 11 after. I think they launched at 18, and now they're 4.5 minutes into the mission.
That thing gets out of sight in a hurry, though.
Yeah.
It goes from being a streak to a dot in no time at all. It's going 700 and something miles an hour. Now it's going 10,000 miles an hour. Must be in order. It's crazy. People are saying if you don't want to tip, don't go out. Is that where we are?
Well, as a former waitress, I mean, there's nothing worse than giving your best to a table, and then you get a little card that says Jesus loves you, which is great. I know he does, but he doesn't want to pay my bills either.
Right.
And I need your help.
And it's more expensive to go out, and then, which, makes then the tip on top of that higher bill. It's a considerable thing. You just said earlier, you were talking about the worst places to date. You said, an average date night is $121. That's a considerable piece of money. That's a day's salary for many people.
Yeah.
Or more than.
Yeah.
Big chunk out of their budget.
Yeah. So it's, if you can't afford the full fare, find alternative things to do.
Then why don't we tip like fast food? Why don't we tip fast food? I mean, the tipping culture is a very interesting conversation. We've talked about it 100 billion times, but there is a unique kind of stopping point for that. Because now everybody asks for a tip. Now, because we've talked about this thing where they shove the payment thing in your face.
They spin it around. There's a question for you.
Yeah, there's a question for you. That question is, I'm going to make you stare me in the face and hit the no button and then go forward. I will tell you, I've experienced this at Starbucks. I'll tell you straight up, that's exactly where it was. If you hit that no button, they will look at you differently. They look at you differently. They don't react. I mean, they're all perfectly fine, and then you hit no, and they are like, okay, here's your coffee, here's your thing. Get out of here.
Oh. I don't know. I've never hit the no button before.
Well, no, usually I don't either. But usually I tip the $1. I haven't no before. When you get bad service, I don't tip. And I got bad service this morning, so I didn't tip. And oh man, I got the dirty eye. Usually it's $1. Like $1 for making coffee, for bringing coffee to a window out of an urn that's already pre-brewed. It's $1. Like if you get me a beer from the bar, it's $1. I don't do that. The percentage thing is weird, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna, because cocktails now are $18 for a good cocktail.
Yeah.
I'm not tipping you $3 on an $18 cocktail.
My first time there, I will, so that when you remember me the next time I come in, I'm going to get faster service than the other people around you. And while I may not tip to the same amount this time, you do know that I'm a generous tipper.
But I mean, is that any better? Like if you get a drink and you tip somebody $5 and then every time after that you tip them $1, is that any better?
So you have a $100 meal and you get a $75 bottle of wine. Are you tipping that 20% on the $175 bill? It's like, you could have got a $3 bottle of wine. The effort is the same, but it grossly affects your tip.
And you could also kind of mark that up to like a nice steak restaurant. I mean, your bill's going to be you and a date. Your bill's going to be a couple $100 because you're spending $50 or $60 or $70 just on a piece of steak.
Yeah.
Then they're bringing your baked potato, and that's all they're doing. I mean, they're just dropping a steak and a baked potato. And I'm not trying to discount it, but it's not the same as other meals that are being prepared. It's just that everything's super expensive. Yeah. Is it worth that? Is it worth tipping somebody $40 for dropping 2 steaks at your table?
Well, it depends on what they make, because a lot of times restaurants don't pay full time, because of the tipping culture, and that's always been the way it is in the restaurant business.
It's usually, I don't think it's half. It used to be half of minimum wage is what servers would be paid.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's quite the same anymore.
Also, for me, I don't know about you guys. Do you tip mom and pops more than you tip corporations? That I do for sure.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why. We went to our favorite that sandwich shop down in Mount Dora that I absolutely love, called the Butcher's Nook. And if you haven't been there, I strongly suggest a visit. It is absolutely wonderful. But they do not give those sandwiches away.
Oh, no, they do not.
They do not. I mean, your sandwiches expand. My wife and I went this past Saturday, had an unbelievable time. 2 bags of chips, 2 drinks, 2 sandwiches in that $50 range.
Yeah, I mean, but they're artisan sandwiches.
$40 range. But the sandwich is $18, right? But I couldn't finish it. I ate half of it, and then I ate another half later down the road. But it is an unbelievably good sandwich, and it's a small business. I tip great with those.
Yeah,
I'm a 25%er on that because I want them to do well because they're good people and they got a great shop. I'm not tipping Starbucks the same. I'm not tipping corporations the same like that.
Well, again, Starbucks is different because you're not going in and getting table service. You're not getting an artisan sandwich. You're not getting an experience. I mean, but you've also admitted that when you don't tip even $1, it does change your experience as a customer.
It does. There's no question it does. I mean, I'm not trying to be a contrarian here, but that experience at Starbucks, which was fleeting, but still definitely no question you could pick up that the person was very disappointed they did not get their $1 tip, and their attitude changed dramatically from the moment I pulled up, from the moment I left. It was a different experience altogether.
Yeah.
But I mean, we do not tip fast food.
No.
I mean, you don't pick up your fast food from the drive-thru and say, hey, make sure everybody shares this.
Someone else just texted us at 77031, letting us know that, a lot of times the waitresses, everybody has to pool their tips and then they have to share it. Mm-hmm. The bartender, the bussers, the dishwashers. So what you're making sometimes in a night, you're not taking home.
Yeah. We don't tip bag boys or cash register, people who run registers. You take your Thanksgiving meal up to the register, it takes up the entire belt. All that work to do that, all that work to load those groceries into bags, nobody tips those people. That's not a common thing. That's not part of the tip culture, and they work hard as anybody that's
trash man, recycling guy, mailman, this time of year.
Do you leave them an envelope?
Yeah, I try and catch them in person because I don't want to leave an envelope on the trash can.
Yeah, I mean,
the letter carrier you can do.
Yeah, that's what you do. Yeah,
but the thing is, with the letter carrier, I don't even know who my regular letter carrier is. It's
you get a mix. I got a new one. They just introduced themselves to me the other day. My old one, Jay, he retired.
Yeah.
Great dude, by the way. He retired, and a new guy that looks almost exactly like him, like a burly dude.
Yeah.
He's now my guy, and we just met the other day.
They drive, so it's a car that comes in the mailbox in the street, then zooms down the block. But, it's it's always a different person.
Yeah. Well, I don't have that. I mean, we have a local route, so I see the same person every day.
When you tip, it's like, well, if you're taking off in December, it would behoove you not to take days off in December because that's more likely when you're going to get a Christmas tip.
And why is it that people want to tip the trash guys alcohol?
Well, and do you tip the trash guys now when they have the automatic arms? It's just one trash guy driving the truck, and it's the arms that are doing.
You could make the level of work argument on across a number of these platforms. What you have to say is the service good? Do they beat your trash cans up? Do they leave them in a good position? Like, do they just throw them on the ground? All that matters.
When you put out that thing that you're not sure if it should be at the curb or not,
and they grab it
and they take it. That's when you have to,
And you're not getting that in Lake County. Lake County, I don't know what other counties are like. Out there in Brevard, you guys who are listening or whatever, I don't know how your trash guys are, but in Lake County, if it's not in that can,
they ain't taking it.
They will not pick it up. They do not care.
You know what my guy's going to take? An old stove and an old dishwasher.
You have that out by the curb?
Yeah, but you do have to make a special phone call for that.
Oh, you do?
Usually, yeah, and they come with the giant claw. They come and they grab it and they drop it.
What if you gave them a great big tip, Jack, and they let you operate the claw?
Oh my God! I would
that
do
not
that.
be fun?
I would do that
would
in
be
a second.
great. Yeah, let's go.
I could bring my tractor over. We can just pick it up and drive it around the neighborhood for a few minutes. I'll put the forks on it.
I'll put it to the curb, and then I'll wait. Because usually I'll do it a Saturday morning, and then I'm like, I pick a time and play the over-under game on when it'll be picked up for scrap metal.
Poly Market.
Yeah.
Bet on it.
If you can go to Poly Market, you can afford to tip your Uber driver.
I was annoyed at this one. I threw away, it was this futon that it was actually a nice bed, but it was just all stained. I wanted to get rid of it. But it was a couch futon that you lift up and bend down, then it goes flat.
Right.
Yeah.
Had a metal frame.
Yeah.
So got it to the curb, put it out there. And like I asked my daughter, I go, hey, when she got home, I go, was that couch still out there? She goes, I didn't see a couch. She went out and looked, and it's like, well, only part of it's there. I'm like, what do you mean part of it? I went out, son of a bitch.
They took the frame and left the cushion.
Just took the frame and left the cushion. And fortunately, the trash guys took that, so they get a tip this year.
Yeah. What do you tip them? Like $10, $20? What do you? I mean, what do you do? $10? Yeah.
And a guy, because I got that. Then I got the recycling guy. That's 3 guys. You got the mail guy.
Yeah.
Carrier person.
Do you tip service providers like landscapers, like the people who do your landscaping? I mean,
He thinks I have people do my landscaping.
I mean, I'm just asking in general. Yeah. I know you don't.
You're supposed to. Well, I don't have landscapers.
That's what I'm saying.
I cut my lawn. But the green, whatever grows in my yard, I cut.
Mm-hmm.
I can't call it a lawn.
Yeah.
But you're supposed to tip those. Yeah, definitely.
Like if you have, like we get HelloFresh delivered every Monday. Do I tip that person?
Nah.
Why? Why is it any different? I think that's the thing that's scary about this culture. What makes it so weird is the rules that we've created for it. Like that person brings a 30-pound box from their car to my house every Monday and they drop it off. And that HelloFresh junk is no joke because they pack those bags in there to keep it cold.
Right.
So it's got 2 6-pound bags of frozen water in there, sandwiching all the stuff together. Usually the proteins are between them, so they stay warm, they stay cold, and they can stay cold for quite a while in case you don't get it immediately or you're not home when it's delivered. I mean, it's the heaviest thing I get delivered to my house. I don't even think about tipping that, dude.
Somebody texted earlier and said that they work in the healthcare industry and diagnose cancer. No one tips them.
Yeah, nobody tips doctors. I mean, because the assumption is they already make a bunch of money.
Because they do.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is I think
would you tip the doctor that just diagnosed you with cancer?
I would tip the doctor.
Here's a slip 20.
Yeah, who saved me. I mean, or if can I tell you if they diagnosed me early and I had an opportunity to make it because of that? Yeah, I'm guessing I'd do something pretty cool.
Here's a profession we normally don't mention when it comes to tipping, and a caller just said, "Please tip your school bus driver."
Oh man!
Oh my God! They're the ones who should get the alcohol that you're giving to the trash guys.
No joke. They should get it open.
Yeah,
you should hand it to them open.
And I didn't mean trash guys, sanitation workers. That sounded very.
Yeah, no, you're fine. They know.
Texter says I should be ashamed of my backyard. I am not, person who I don't know. I am not. I don't know what you know of my backyard.
And what are you doing in Jack's backyard?
He could be judging it from all the videos. Like
You've
my
seen
wife
pictures.
put up.
She put a bunch of pictures up there. Yeah.
I don't care.
I thought you had a rogue oak back there. You had like a really big oak tree in your backyard.
I do, yeah, live oak.
Now, see, that's the thing. If you have somebody in Jack, you did this yourself. But if somebody came and cut a tree down for me in my house, I'd probably tip that guy.
Yes.
Yeah, because I mean, especially if it's close to my house and everything went well, and even though you're paying a good dime for that service, that's a really exclusive service. You make sure those people are taken care of. Matter of fact, we have had a guy named Jeff that has been our property cleaning guy because he's got all the equipment for it. And he's been with us through 3 of these rebuilds now. And we make him come over all the way from Geneva to do it. And every single time we pay him up, I throw an extra 50 or hundo in there because he does such an amazing job. And he does so much work for the money we pay him. I almost feel like we're underpaying him. I hope he's not listening.
Plus, for that's just covering his gas to get to your area from Geneva.
Yeah, hauling the excavator
and
for
tolls,
sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
407-916-1041. Again, you can always text us at 77031. Do you have something?
I'm just looking at all the different people saying, hey, don't forget your electricians or your pest control tech.
Yeah, I mean, that's the point. It's like, don't forget. I mean,
and what about hospice?
There should be a master list for who you're supposed to tip. And I don't know even what it's based on because, I mean, you're talking about tipping people who, is it a money thing? Is it the perception of what they make? Is that what it is?
I think it's how well are they compensated?
Yeah, it's
absolutely,
that.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, if you knew an Uber driver made $150,000 a year, would we even be having this argument? No, we wouldn't, would we? That's stupid.
Texted us that if we paid the living wage in the U.S., we wouldn't have to ask for tips. Think about all the Europeans who travel here, and they're considered the worst tippers because you don't tip in England. You don't tip in Germany. You don't tip in Spain.
And they've tried it where they're like, why doesn't a restaurant just pay them a living wage, charge more for the food? The restaurants that have tried that have found out people stop going because of the prices.
Right,
exactly.
Yeah,
so then we go back to the tipping culture.
Yeah. And
it's no different than airlines asking us to tip our flight attendants.
I've not heard that.
Oh, yeah, Spirit Airlines?
I've not heard that.
Oh, yeah, that's the new one. Allegiant, Spirit, yeah.
I will not be sitting on a plane when that happens.
Well, find out which airlines because Spirit is one of them that's asking you to tip your flight attendant. And they're not even shy about the fact that it helps make up their salary.
Wow. Is that new?
Original question. 2 guys deliver a stove and a dishwasher. They debox it, carry it in the house, and leave it right there in the kitchen as requested.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Did they also remove the old stuff?
They did not. I did not pay for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you removed the old stuff.
I will.
You haven't yet?
No, because one of it's holding the water and one of it's still connected.
Okay, I got you. Yeah. Okay. So how much should you tip somebody who deboxed a fridge or a stove and a dishwasher?
Yeah.
And then bring it into your house and position it so all you have to do is slide it into place and hook up the water.
I have to slide it across the room, but I told them where to put it. They put it where I told them.
And you tip them 20 apiece?
10 each.
10 each. How'd they react to that?
They were very pleased.
Were they really?
Yeah. I think they're used to not getting tipped.
Yeah, movers I tip quite well. Like when we do the movers, when you're moving my house, I'll tip you all right, for sure.
My last experience with that wasn't so good because, crew was hungover, and then when I tipped him, he gave me a dirty look, and I was like, unfold it. There's 2 of those in there.
Oh, yeah. You give one of them back now.
Next time, be sober and put my ass where I asked you to put it, okay? Because I've had to move all the crap you didn't move.
Exactly.
And
next time, do your bender.
He said, I know your type. You're the type to give $5 to the windshield replacement guy.
That's all the cash I had. Jeffrey was very nice.
Yeah.
But he did give me a look like you could have kept the 5.
All right, 407-916-1041. Load them up, guys. It's time for trivia. We'll do that next.
Do you want to play a game? Good. Jim Colbert Show Trivia is next. Call now. 407-916-1041.
This is Super Bowl champion Alfred Williams. Here's what's trending on the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by SuperSure.
Florida and Florida State men's hoops, they'll help open the ACC-SEC Challenge tonight. 14th-ranked Gators visit number 4 Duke before the Seminoles host Georgia. Over to hockey, where the Lightning wrap up their road trip tonight in New York. They take on the Islanders. Tampa Bay's riding a 7-game win streak. And the next to last, college football playoff rankings. Those will drop tonight, with Texas A&M expected to fall from the top 3 after losing last week. I'm Scott Davidson.
Stop buying business insurance blind. SuperSure's licensed advisors help break things down clearly so you understand your options. Go to supersure.com. That's supersure.com.
Paid for by SuperSure Insurance Agency, LLC, a Florida licensed insurance agency, not an insurer, and only available in Florida.
Hey, everybody, Jim Colbert here with my friends over at Life Imaging FLA. I've got some news for you, man. December is a relatively dangerous month. I don't know if you know that. This Christmas Day, the day after Christmas, and New Year's are the deadliest 3 days of the year for heart disease. And here's the reason why. You get all that stress. You're eating all that rich food. You're drinking all that alcohol. It could be bad news for you. That's why it's so important to prepare yourself and make sure that your health is good before you tie one on this Christmas season. Yeah, get out to Life Imaging FLA and get this free heart scan. Just a few minimum requirements. It is a $699 value. And remember, there are no dyes. You do not take your clothes off. This entire process only takes a few minutes, but the information you get could save your life. And while you're there, please ask about their cancer screening as well, because early detection does save lives. Here's how easy it is. Simply pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250 and say that keyword free heart scan. That's it. Pound 250, say the keyword free heart scan. They'll connect you in seconds. It is time to make that call. Take control of your long-term health care. You have the option to receive a one-time AutoDial text message from iHeartMedia.
Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical, thankfully. This is Tucker Carlson. I want to introduce you to a product that we have made called ALP. It's a nicotine pouch that we built because we love nicotine pouches. For a limited time, we're offering listeners 10% off their first order. Use this code Tucker10 at checkout. That's alppouch.com. Tucker10 at checkout is the discount code, alppouch.com. Not for sale to minors, must be 21 plus to purchase.
Hey, it's Jack. I want you to imagine a world where you are not afraid to open your power bill, or at least one where you're not disappointed when the power bill shows up. A world where a lot of your electricity in your home is produced by the solar panels on your roof. This could be you. Whole home solar starting at just $89 a month. You can do it with Solar Source. No money down, guaranteed performance. Maintenance is included. You can start saving up to 40% on your power bill immediately when they flip those on. It's SolarSource.com. They're trusted by NASA, Disney, and over 70,000 of your neighbors. And you can get exclusive savings when you tell them Jack from Real Radio sent you. Go to SolarSource.com/monsters or give them a call now. Lock in your rate before energy prices rise.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Cunahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions and bring you a special Black Friday offer.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have Leaf Filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/radio to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
That's leaffilter.com/radio. And now, as a special Black Friday offer, you can get a free gutter inspection, plus up to 35% off. This is our best offer of the season. Unlock it now at leaffilter.com/radio. See representative for warranty details.
BJ's Wholesale Club has always been proud to offer great prices every day.
Wow, every day? Like even tomorrow?
Exactly. Tomorrow is included in every day.
And the next day?
And the day after, and the day after, and the day after. That's great prices every day on everything at BJ's, including baby carrots, just $1.79 for 2 pounds, and jumbo pineapples for $2.99 each. Plus great prices every day on everything in the club. Join at bjs.com/join for savings every day.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com.
Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
This is Real Radio 104.1 on your phone with the iHeartRadio app and on hundreds of devices like Alexa, Google Home, Xbox, and Sonos. We are an iHeartRadio station. Miss part of the show? The Jim Colbert Show on Demand. Available on the free iHeartRadio app.
I will add, if you want
Man, it took me half a day of negotiating my tree guy down from $2,500 to $1,400 to take down 2 big, massive trees that were hanging over my house. I'm not going to tip him. I mean, he started off highballing me to begin with. I think the tip was I gave him the job.
I know I always tip my dispensary worker for helping me get my goodies.
His goodies, he says. All right, 77031. That's how you text us. If you'd like to leave a talkback, you could do that as well. Grab the iHeartRadio app. Go to Real Radio and use that mic to send your comment over to Jack. We'll get you on the air. While you're there, please give us a number one preset right there on that app. Make us your number one preset. That'd be great.
By the way, last topic of tipping, as you can see what it does to the texting service, it really engages the audience. We got about a dozen talkbacks as well.
Oh, yeah, I can only imagine for sure. Welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here.
Hi there.
And he has the Jackie sack. My friend, what's in it?
Well, I would have to start off by saying, all aboard.
Chugga chugga.
Choo-choo.
Clickety-clack, clickety-clack.
Here we go. We have a pair of tickets. This is a hot item. As we get closer, more and more people have been asking me, hey, you got any of these? I am actually going to this. I don't go every year, but, I've been about a dozen times or so. Of course, I'm talking about Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
You've been, have you really been that many times?
I would say half a dozen, actually.
Okay.
I'm thinking about probably about 6 times over the, quarter of a century I worked here.
Okay.
Yeah. So, TSO tickets, the Ghost of Christmas Returns, they're coming in the Kia Center. It's December 13th, right? So, it's a Saturday. There's a matinee show and an evening show.
Okay.
Both are available. You can get those tickets at Ticketmaster.com. The winner gets to choose. They may choose the Trans-Siberian Orchestra, or they may take a 4-pack of tickets and pit passes to Monster Jam.
Monster Jam.
Camping World Stadium, January 10th. What a great way to start off your year with awesome trucks, amazing stunts, and big air. Check it out. You want to get tickets, you go to Ticketmaster.com, but know that Monster Jam is coming to the Camping World Stadium January 10th, and we're going to send a listener with 4 tickets and pit passes.
So much fun.
Those are the prizes in the Jackie Sacks.
Perfect.
So back to you, a clickety-clack.
1, 2, 3, 4, or 5.
Let's start with 2.
2. That sounds good. Let's go to Rick. Rick, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How about y'all?
Doing good, buddy. Glad to hear that you're doing well. Would you like to play a little game with us?
I would love to.
Let's do it.
Game show.
All right, Rick, this is a real easy game, boss. Got a question here for you. 4 answers. One of these answers is not true.
What?
I made it up. If you can find that one, though, I'll send you over to Jack, and, man, some cool stuff is over there. Are you ready?
Absolutely.
Here we go, buddy. On this day in 1968, that's 1968, Chinese-American actress, producer, and artist
Lucy Liu
is the answer.
Wow.
She's an angel. She's only the second Chinese woman to have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. She will kill Bill.
Yes, she will.
Lucy Liu was born on this day. That's right. Here are 3 fun facts about Lucy and 1 Shanghai lie.
Good one.
Very nice. All right, here we go, buddy. We're talking about Lucy Liu. Which one of these is untrue? Number 1, although born in Queens, New York, she didn't speak English until she was 5. Her parents only spoke Mandarin at home. Number 2, she can and does play the accordion. Number 3, she is a single parent that has a son via gestational surrogacy. Or lastly, before she started acting, she was a model. Which one of those is a lie?
Let's try number 3.
No, that's absolutely true. And I have to tell you, that is one of the strangest things. Because when you read about this, she's actually part of a group of people who have accessed their children in a unique way, or like it's unique families or something like that.
Right.
Yeah, she never got married. I don't think she's had a boyfriend kind of thing, but she has a child. She paid somebody to have a kid for her. She got the kid and then still doesn't. She's been single her entire life. Very bizarre, dude. Very bizarre.
I agree.
1, 3, 4, or 5.
No stretch marks.
Let's go 5.
5 is Robert. Robert, how you doing?
Good afternoon. Fine. Thank you very much.
Glad to hear that, Robert. We're talking about Chinese-American actress Lucy Liu. Which one of these is not true? Number 1, although she was born in Queens, New York, she didn't speak English until she was 5 because her parents only spoke Mandarin at home. Number 2, she can and does play the accordion. Or lastly, before she started acting, she was a model.
I'm going to go with number 2.
No, that's absolutely true. She does play the accordion. She can and she does all the time, apparently. She loves it, which is wild.
That's just not the instrument you'd picture.
Yeah. 2 or 4? Or excuse me, 3 or 4?
3.
Sean, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
Hey, everybody, you got a 50-50 shot here at getting the answer here. We're talking about Lucy Liu. Which one of these is fake? Number 1, although born in Queens, she didn't speak English until she was 5 because her parents only spoke Mandarin at home. Or lastly, before she started acting, she was a model.
Number 2.
That's the one, buddy. You're a winner!
Yay!
You are on hold. There you go. You're a winner. Find something nice for yourself. She was not a model. Any ideas of what Lucy Liu may have done before she was discovered?
PR.
Academic?
She was an aerobics instructor.
Knew it.
Oh, man, that's right up there with the accordion.
Yeah. She was an aerobics instructor. She was born in Queens, and she did not speak English until 5 because at home she only spoke Mandarin Chinese because that's all her parents spoke when she was at the house. A couple other things you may not know before we get to the top of the hour. When she was in Kill Bill, you have all those weapons that she does, like those weird-looking, stick-looking things and the knives, all that stuff. She wasn't acting there. She actually has been doing that form of martial arts since she was very young, and she's really, really good at it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. It says the weapons displays in movies like Kill Bill are perfect for Lucy because she is trained in that martial art.
That is awesome.
She was the first Asian woman to host
Saturday Night Live.
She is.
Wow.
The very first Asian woman to ever host SNL. And then lastly, how many languages does Lucy Liu speak?
5 popped into my head.
4.
You went the wrong way, Jack. She speaks 6 languages.
Oh, wow.
Some people show off. All right, you learned 2. Good for you. 3, all right, but come on. 6. We're overdoing it.
That's
English,
a hobby.
English, Mandarin, French. What was the other one? French, Portuguese, and there were 2 Italian.
This is the use for AI that I think we all need. That universal translator. Just wipe out all of that work.
No.
So just like Star Trek, you
They have that.
You understand everyone.
Remember the AirPods we were talking about?
Yeah.
The AirPods that do the translation in real time while you're speaking to somebody? That's crazy.
I'm on board.
Yeah, very nice. All right, let's take a little break. Back in a second. Don't forget, in the second hour, we do have Bratcher Brown coming in for It's Only Money. We'll do that next, or in a little bit.
Win tickets to the Tampa Bay Bucks game Wednesday on our Instagram at Real Radio 1041.
The roadways are getting busy, and so are emergency crews, clearing up a couple accidents around the area. Florida's Turnpike northbound and southbound lanes are slowing down due to a disabled truck getting cleared up. The left lane's blocked in both directions. It's bumper to bumper on I-4 westbound before State Road 429. There's an accident blocking 2 right lanes there. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Sounds kind of like the starting bell to Grandma's house. Or maybe snowbirding. Just remember to stop by before you go. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Oil changes in about 15 minutes. No appointment needed.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here for my friends over at Rebath of Mid-Florida. Man, if you need a new bathroom, and this is the time of year that it really shines, guys. I got to be honest with you. When you have a bad bathroom in your house, especially your guest bathroom, it really does keep you from having super special moments at your house. You're so embarrassed. I dealt with this. My very first house, my guest bathroom was a complete nightmare. I never had anybody come over. I did not want them to see that at all. So I've been in that situation. I understand that. The good thing is Rebath can fix that for you in about a week or so. And that's true. 4 to 6 days is the average replacement time, and that includes the demo of your own bathroom. And what's crazy is the products are amazing. They control every single aspect. Multiple choices of tubs and sinks and tile and lighting and cabinetry. It's all right there. And they even have a design team to take your ideas and turn them into a beautiful bathroom. Drop by their showroom and see some of the stuff they can do for you. Actually, you'll see some models set up. Those are just to show you their products configured into different bathroom ideas. And while you're there, please mention the Jim Colbert Show. That's going to get you 10% off your bathroom. That could be thousands of dollars. Where you should start is right there online. Check out the before and afters of what they've done for people in Orlando, and then book your appointment. It's rebath.com.
For more information about contests on this station, go to realradio.fm/rules.
You know, there's millions of people without the health insurance they need. I get it. You feel like it's too pricey, a headache to deal with. You deserve something better. And Better Health. We're on a mission to get everyone high-quality, affordable health insurance. You have health insurance needs. We have plans with low out-of-pocket premiums, with in-network preventive care at no cost to you, and a network of local doctors and hospitals. So if you're still shopping for health insurance, go to ambetterhealth.com/enroll to get your free, no-obligation quote. That's ambetterhealth.com/enroll. For coverage to start January 1st, you must enroll by December 15th. Find the plan that's right for you right now. ambetterhealth.com/enroll. Ambetter Health, on a mission for better. Ambetter Health is the brand name for health insurance products underwritten by subsidiaries of Centene Corporation. Go to ambetterhealth.com to see offerings in your state. This is a solicitation for insurance.
Hey Orlando, Joe Rossi here for Greenway Kia. Remember when COVID flipped the car business upside down? Back then, high demand and low inventory drove prices through the roof. Now, many people owe more on their trade-ins than they're worth. So getting the most for your trade matters more than ever. At Greenway Kia, over 40 Greenway dealerships compete to buy your trade. So you could get up to $10,000 over Kelley Blue Book fair market value. Visit GreenwayKias.com during Kia's Season of New Tradition sales event. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Negative equity refinance. Expires 12/7/25.
I'm Jeff. I got a call that my wife Kitty was in a bad car accident and was airlifted to Shands Hospital. When I got there, she was in surgery for a brain injury. She's had a long recovery. We needed an attorney. Our close friends recommended Glenn Klausman. Glenn Klausman was available 24/7 to help. We've been blessed by my wife's recovery. The results from Glenn Klausman's efforts were way more than expected. He's more than an attorney for us. He's a friend. Call him at 407-917-1718, KLAUSMAN law.com, office Winter Park.
We all want a holiday season filled with joy, but 1 in 7 local neighbors is facing hunger. Together, we can nourish traditions and share meals with loved ones. For every $10 donated to Second Harvest Food Bank, you can provide 40 meals and hope for Central Florida kids, families, and seniors this holiday season. Help today at feedhopenow.org.
Facing a criminal charge can change your life in an instant. Who you call next matters. Smith & Yulo Law Firm are the criminal defense attorneys in Florida, fighting for people like you. Our compassionate criminal defense attorneys work tirelessly, offering personalized support and even payment plans. And we're available 24/7. Don't wait. Your defense can't. Call Smith & Yulo at 352-WIN-4YOU. Smith & Yulo Law Firm, protecting your future with trusted criminal defense. Offices Orlando.
Eustis Roofing brings holiday savings. Get $1,500 off your roof replacement on any roof at least 1,000 square feet, plus an extra $500 when you show proof of a donation to our community partners. Visit EustisRoofing.com for details and to schedule your free estimate today.
Hey, Dan, that spaceship-wide lunch meeting at noon, please say it's not more astronaut ice cream and powdered orange drink.
Negatory. Ground Control hooked us up with EasyCater, so now we can order from a galaxy of restaurants with tools to stay on budget and meet our dietary needs.
Thank heavens. My dairy tolerance and anti-gravity is not great.
And with EasyCater, it's all on one simple platform, so we can focus on space stuff, like that asteroid. So how about tacos? Hold the cheese.
EasyCater, a stellar way to order food for work. Order now at EasyCater.com.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by Tools Ace Hardware.
Do you own a small business? A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get Super Sure. Coming soon.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeartRadio station. Guaranteed human. The Jim Colbert Show.
What up, JCS crew? On the topic of tipping, many years ago, I used to work at a certain hotel inside the Orlando airport. And when my full-time position was slow during the off-season, I filled in at the restaurants. I was either a greeter or a service assistant. As a service assistant, at the end of the night, they would have excuses why they couldn't tip me out. So as a greeter, these restaurants have big windows facing the runway. I sat every guest at those windows. Guess what? You're out of luck. Tip me next.
Bon après-midi, le show de Jim Colbert. Comment allez-vous? Ah, bon après-midi, Jim Colbert. Comment avez-vous été? Hey, good afternoon, the Jim Colbert Show. This is Prince of the Island. Jack, I was just showing off to show you how I speak 3 languages. And then I do know no habla español also. But Jimmy, how much languages do you know?
Well, I don't know. I'm just taken away by the fact that he completed the sentence within the talkback.
Yeah. I know one language. Yeah. I am a singular language guy. I would love to know Spanish, but I do not.
You could. You just have to invest. Well, it's not only investing time in it. You got to continue to invest in it.
Yes. You got to use it. That's the problem. It's that muscle. You got to use it. Like Deb talks to our cleaning crew that's from, is it Ecuador? Mm-hmm. Yeah, like all the time. And I'm so jealous. Like she and the young lady rag on me all the time. I mean, they have the best time. Laugh and after every show. All they do is bust my balls for a good 5 minutes.
Oh, I'll learn Spanish for that.
Next time I'll do it in Portuguese.
Don't. God. All right, welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Yep.
Have you guys been keeping up on the Bruce Willis situation?
No.
Yeah, they give updates occasionally on Bruce Willis's health.
Deteriorating mentally, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember
70 years old. He has frontotemporal dementia.
That's it.
He needs more care as the disease progresses. But his wife, Emma Hemming Willis, and I do not know how old she is, but when you look at the picture, she looked to be maybe in her early 40s, maybe in her mid-40s. She's beautiful. She reminds me of like Tia Carrera from back in the day.
Yeah, she does look a little like that.
She made a statement today and apparently is catching a lot of crap about it. And the statement is that she is moving out of the house and moving into a different home, and Bruce will live in the home by himself or with caregivers, and they will live in a separate home.
And I remember seeing that story, and I understand her reasons. His care is becoming exponentially more than what she herself can provide, and they have young daughters, and those young daughters can't have sleepovers, they can't have friends over. They can't have birthday parties.
I think this is a rich person's version of putting a family member into assisted living. Yeah. They are having assisted living, but instead of sending them away, he is staying in the house, and they are just getting another house.
It says these are hard decisions. Yeah. This is what she's saying. These are impossible. I'm getting choked up thinking about it. They're impossible decisions. She keeps saying this over and over. This is not how I envisioned our life. I had to make the best and safest decision for our family, and I knew by being honest and open about it that it would be met with a lot of judgment, which it is. Willis said that she originally was hesitant.
I'm sorry, Jimmy, if you didn't know Deb, he's a big Bruce Willis fan.
Yeah, I'm broken up.
And this is really cut him to the core.
Yeah, originally was hesitant to announce that the couple would be living in separate homes, but she understood it was a better decision for their family. I have to tell you, man, I had a weird time with this when I read this. Because, again, and this is me doing a lot of assuming, Bruce Willis was a very successful actor for a very long time. I don't know what his celebrity net worth is, but it's got to be in the $50 or $60 million range, Jack, right?
I would guess that.
And it's sad he doesn't remember he's an actor anymore, and he can't understand why people keep coming up to him and asking for autographs and photos.
But what I don't understand is, like, you would assume that their house would be big enough.
Oh!
Way more?
Take another shot at it?
Yeah, 150?
250.
Oh, wow, yeah. So they have plenty of assets, and they could buy them another home right next door. They could do whatever they want. $250 million, you could do whatever you want. And I guess the thing that I didn't understand is the daughters are there, and I read the thing about the sleepovers and stuff, but if he was in a wing of the house that really was not seen by anybody, or, they have to have more than one master. Why? I mean,
that seems to be the way. I agree with you.
It's kind of it's weird to want a different place. That's the thing that's odd for me. I kind of understand the decision if it was just me or you or Jack, right? I mean, because it's but with the resources that they have, it seems that you would want to be in the same house with your husband as he's receiving that care, and it seems like the kids would want to as well. Now, I don't know the situation. It just hit me a little oddly.
That's the sickness part of In Sickness and Health. However, it's if he needs that much care, then it's with the resources that they have, they can have another wing. They can have an area that's...
They could build out a bedroom to be a convalescence area for him, and that way they didn't feel separated from him. I just found
where
it
the
so
medical staff will have access and stuff.
Well, somebody just texted us at 7703. When I went through it with my dad, at some point he does not know who anyone is, and he just gets violently angry at the kids and family members.
Yeah.
And you have to think at the ages that these young girls are in. I mean, they're under 15. There's only so much understanding that a child can have when a parent lashes out at you violently. You can tell yourself all you want. It's just the illness. It's just the illness.
That doesn't change it.
No, because adults have difficulty accepting that. Imagine when you don't know how to process that.
And that becomes the lasting memory that they have of their dad.
Exactly.
It says the best decision for our family. It was the safest one. Our family is. It's the safest one. Our family is safe now. We're thriving.
Safe now. That tells you right
that's
there.
Huge. Yeah.
That's the key word.
And then she says, people don't realize all the needs that go unmet behind closed doors, and now our children's needs are met as well. They're in a home where they can have play dates and sleepovers, these things that we don't even think about. Their world is completely opened up, and so has my husband's. I mean, I don't know how his world is opened up, but I would definitely understand hers.
Maybe he's not restricted. So if they were cohabitating, then there would be restrictions on his movements.
Yeah.
And now he has a full range of the place.
Exactly.
Did you read today whether or not he recognizes his own daughters?
I've read that he, in some cases, doesn't recognize anybody.
Yeah.
And again, if he's reacting, if she's saying safe, then, and also you have to imagine, even if she does have caretakers, he still is her husband. That is a 24/7 job. Is he falling? Is he okay? I mean, and after a while, the kids feel like their lives have to be on hold until he passes away because he's never going to get better.
How long would you have to stay over every day to feel like you have met your obligation as a wife?
I don't think it's about staying over. I think this way they can come and have visits with him that will be pleasant. But then when things get violent or when he needs care that maybe she doesn't want to, because the girls have been exposed, as far as my understanding, to every aspect of this. But when you've created a family, you're also still a parent as well as a partner.
Because he's still physically able, is he not? He can still walk and stuff?
That I don't know.
Okay.
I know it's with some difficulty, but I
don't think he's bedridden because I remember just recently seeing a photograph, and it was again another part of the story where Bruce doesn't recognize this or whatever, but he was standing up with his wife. He wasn't like bedridden, which would obviously could add to the safety aspect of it too, because if he's wandering around or like the kids.
I mean, you hear about some of the aspects of dementia, and they can be very difficult even for adult children and adult caregivers to deal with.
And if you don't look, I'm trying to talk myself into this, which I think I already have, but, again, and if you have guilt about how much time you spend with him, considering how much time he has left, and you could say that's just physically, him breathing doesn't mean he has time left. If you're not aware of who's around you and you don't experience your family or anything, your time is done at that point. You're not really that person anymore, right?
Imagine you're the father of an 8 and 14-year-old girl, and after you pass, you find out that your last moments were violently lashing out at them.
Right, yeah.
Would you prefer that they lived in the home with you, or that they were able to live somewhere that was safer, more controlled, so that their exposure to you was under the best circumstances?
I completely understand. And again, one of the things for me is the guilt of putting that person in another house and being away from them. I would feel like I abandoned them.
And she does.
But the thing is really you aren't, because he doesn't recognize you. So you can't be abandoned by somebody you don't know.
I think part of your concern comes from I think you connect with Bruce Willis on a bulb level, as well as being your advanced age with a much younger wife that you're seeing your future play out.
You could be right, Jack. I could be lashing out in defense of what's eventually going to happen to me, probably next week. I'm going to be honest with you.
That might be one of the nicest things I said. I compared him to Bruce Willis.
And imagine, everyone, I would assume and hope that most people would feel some sense of guilt when putting someone, a loved one, in a home. Imagine what she's going through with the whole world judging her decisions without ever really understanding what is going on behind those closed doors.
Yeah, she's got $250 million to go party now. What? I'm joking. It's a joke. I can do jokes. We do jokes occasionally. We do stuff that's tough.
So funny.
Yeah, one here said, it says, how old are the kids? That's the first thing I thought when I heard about his kids. Like, they're going to be like 40. Dude's 70 years old, but he when he married this younger lady, he had kids with her, and they're, like Deb said, they're 8 and 14 years old.
I will check that, but I just remember that from the...
Hey, Jack, does the frontotemporal dementia, does it shorten your life, or does it just change it?
I think it does both, actually. That specific one, as opposed to just dementia in general, because it can be a cause of death.
Got it.
So he has children that range. So Rumor Glenn Willis is 37. Scout LaRue Willis is 34. Tallulah Bell Willis is 31. Then you go to Mabel Ray Willis, who is 13, and her younger sister, Evelyn Penn Willis, who is 11.
He has all girls. Wow. It says, frontotemporal dementia shortens lifespan with an average life expectancy of 7 to 13 years after symptoms onset. Often due to complications like pneumonia, infections, and fall-related injuries.
And he, was suffering, but we only know it became public a couple years ago.
Right, yeah.
But
when you could see it.
They talked about movies when he was doing where they'd have to feed him his lines into an earpiece.
Yeah, you can see that. There's actually a couple movies where you can see it. I think one of those last movies he made where he was a vigilante of some sort. Apparently, you can. I read that you could see him kind of, looking a little lost on that set.
Yeah.
Well, frontotemporal dementia progresses through 7 stages, starting with no visible symptoms and moving to increasing behavioral, language, and motor impairments, culminating in severe cognitive and physical decline.
Yeah.
I would think he'd want to spare his 11 and 13-year-old daughters from seeing that.
What a horrible way to
joke, man.
Exactly.
Especially when you had a career like that, when you were like one of the biggest action stars, at one point, the biggest action star on planet Earth.
So it's a bigger fall for him, but for any human being to have to go through that, and then what the family has to do, it's a special needs situation, and when you're facing that kind of uncontrolled rage and wherever it comes from, that uncontrolled behavior is just it's a big ask. And, I think you got to take her at his word. And I think Deb landed on it exactly when she says the kids are now safe.
Yeah,
that's a key word. When she uses that word, that tells you that we really don't know what life has been like behind closed doors.
100%, yeah. So I just got an update from Channel 6 that says what the Secret Service is in town for, and you nailed it. They're targeting skimmers and EBT fraud.
I think that, Was
that you?
No, that was Carlos, the cop said that's something they focus on.
Yeah, they're targeting skimmers in supermarkets, corner stores, basically anywhere you can shop. They can swipe money from all credit cards, but EBT cards are especially susceptible because they don't have chip technology. And they're targeting skimmers, so that's what they're in town for. So don't skim. And you'll be fine. All right, 77031. That's how you text us. We'll do It's Only Money next with Bratcher Brown. That's coming up in 1 sec.
Real Radio is the News Junkie.
If I learned anything in the Boy Scouts, which I probably didn't, it would be that
it's our little secret.
That's dark.
Wow.
That was dark.
The News Junkie. Weekdays at 11 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Northbound and southbound lanes are still backed up on Florida's Turnpike near US 301 due to a disabled truck getting cleared up off to the shoulder there. It's stop and go on I-4 westbound before State Road 429 due to an earlier accident. That's been moved off to the shoulder, although it's still backed up from that World Drive area. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Wish you could save on home insurance? With Allstate, you could easily save and get quality protection. Yep, it's a win-win. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
From Titusville to Palm Bay, Renewal by Anderson's Acclaim Impact Windows and Doors are built for coastal Florida, engineered to protect your home from storms and help you save money on energy costs all year long. And now during Renewal by Anderson's December sales event, buy one window or patio door and get the second 40% off. Bonus, the first 50 customers get a free True Scene screen upgrade, offering a clearer view and superior insect protection. Plus, Renewal by Anderson is making it easier than ever to say yes. Enjoy 0 down, 0 payments, and 0% interest for 18 months. Here's what Kathy had to say about using Renewal by Anderson. Our windows look awesome. They did a great job on the installation. Highly recommend Renewal by Anderson. It's the perfect time to upgrade your home before the new year. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free in-home consultation. Offer ends December 31st, though, so don't wait. Renewal by Anderson, engineered for the Space Coast, built for your home. Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. License number CGC 1527613.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com.
Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
This holiday season, we'll help you with your gifts. You and your family can have the full power of America's best 5G network and 4 free 5G phones for just $25 a month per line. Holiday shopping just got easier. Now, when you should get your dog, we can't help you with that. Visit your neighborhood Total Wireless store. Offer ends January 7th, 2026. Subject to device availability. Device taxes and fees may apply. Requires new activation on a Total Base 5G unlimited plan. Port in and ID verification requirements vary by device. Limit to 4 devices per account. Rankings based on Root Metrics United States Root Score Report dated first half 2025. Your results may vary.
Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical, thankfully. This is Tucker Carlson. I want to introduce you to a product that we have made called ALP. It's a nicotine pouch that we built because we love nicotine pouches. For a limited time, we're offering listeners 10% off their first order. Use this code Tucker10 at checkout. That's alppouch.com. Tucker10 at checkout is the discount code. alppouch.com. Not for sale to minors, must be 21 plus to purchase.
Isn't it nice to know at least one of your streaming apps is completely free?
Yeah, you get the iHeartRadio app without the pesky monthly fee.
Live radio, playlists for everything, and the most podcasts on the planet.
Join the millions who already have it. iHeartRadio, the #1 app for radio.
Looking for the perfect spot to hang with friends or make new ones? Hop on over to Frogger's Grill and Bar. With 4 great locations in Oviedo, Mount Dora, Apopka, and Altamont Springs, there's a Frogger's near you. Their fresh, never frozen menu will blow you away. With over 50 widescreen TVs, you won't miss a single college or NFL game this season. Plus, they're hiring. Join Frogger's family. They need qualified line cooks and managers at all locations. Apply online at Froggers.com or apply in person between 2 and 4 p.m. daily. Frogger's Grill and Bar. Hoppin' with food and fun.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Sinex Saline Nasal Spray?
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultra-fine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
Heavy metal on a light budget? If it's important, it's not worth compromising. That's why with Farmers, you get quality and savings on your auto insurance. Here, I'll take over. See what you could save at farmers.com.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum. Underwritten by Farmers Truck or Fire Insurance Exchanges or affiliate. Products not available in every state.
Facing a criminal charge, who you call next matters. At Smith & Yulo Law Firm, we are the criminal defense attorneys in Florida, fighting for people like you. Call 352-WIN-FOR-YOU now for your free case evaluation. Smith & Yulo Law Firm, offices Orlando.
The Great Gifting Event at BJ's Wholesale Club offers such great deals, we called in the greatest gift deliverer to spread the word.
Listen here, Santa's hardest working reindeer, letting everyone know the Great Gifting Event at BJ's is on with 25% off select toys, 30% off select video games and small appliances, and more through December 24th. Plus, get free same-day delivery on eligible items. You'll save money while saving my aching hooves.
For terms, visit bjs.com/gifting and save all holiday season.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Sinex Saline Nasal Spray?
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultra-fine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
On this week's episode of The Next Chapter, I, T.D. Jakes, sit down with Denzel Washington, a two-time Academy Award-winning actor and cultural icon.
I don't take any credit for it. I just didn't put me first. I just put God first, and He's carried me.
Open your free iHeartRadio app. Search Next Chapter with T.D. Jakes. That's NXT Chapter. And listen now.
Do you own a small business? A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get super sure.
Miss part of the show? The Jim Colbert Show on demand. Available on the free iHeartRadio app.
Hey, Colbert Show, it's DeLand Man. Yeah, in Hawaii when I was growing up, we always would see 6-packs of beer all over the trash cans everywhere around the holidays, so I think you guys are just about to start talking about it. That was the thing that people did, was they just left 6-packs of beer. Some cases of beer, depending on the guys or how many guys on the truck. So anyway, have a good one.
So here's the real question. Why are you only waiting until the holiday season to tip? Because there are many people that don't celebrate Christmas. So where did that expectation come from, basically in the tipping culture?
Hey guys, I hope you guys are doing well. I would say tip your radio co-hosts, not the host, the radio co-host. They deserve it. Thanks. Bye.
I don't know if I care for that one.
He nailed that one.
Feels like it.
All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Thanks for all these talkbacks, guys. We appreciate that very much. If you'd like to get in on that, just make sure that you always go to the Real Radio or the iHeartRadio app and use that mic at the Real Radio site to send your comment over to Jack. We can get you on the air, and you can be a superstar. It's that easy. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
What's up?
Let's do It's Only Money.
Helping people passionate about planning for their future rise above investment myths to build real wealth. Isn't that really just common sense financial advice?
It turns out it's both.
Both. Oh, okay. It's Only Money with Scott Brown from Edgewater Family Wealth.
Give it up, good laugh for Bratcher Brown. There he is. Scott Brown, lazy today.
Quite
drunk.
Lazy.
Calling in drunk. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. How
good
are
to see you, buddy. Yeah, he's still on vacation for Thanksgiving. You are not, though.
Yeah, he's getting ready for a golf trip. He's fine tuning. So
is he
busy.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he needs some help there for sure.
Yes, he does. I saw firsthand.
Do you play?
So do I. I don't know if I would call it golf what we did, but we hit a ball around.
You play at it?
It was rough.
Very nice. Bratcher, also what is your actual title there? That's an interesting question.
Yeah.
Financial advisor?
Sure. Yeah. CFO, depending on who's asking, and financial advisor.
There you
for
go.
Clients.
Portfolio managers. You guys are fiduciaries. Been in town for 38 plus years. Right there on Edgewater Drive. It's Edgewater Family Wealth. EdgewaterFamilyWealth.com. Save that and remember that because you can go to that pull down bar and actually schedule a consultation or download Scott's books for absolutely nothing and read those books and try to make yourself a little better at saving and managing your money.
Yes, sir.
So it's funny because Scott wanted to talk about prioritizing client education.
Sure.
And I have to tell you, I find this very interesting. If you are a member or a part of the show in any way, shape, or form, I'm going to contact you.
Yeah.
I feel like I have the ability to contact you. And the reason I say this is because one of the reasons I love talking to Ray Trindley, one of our attorney friends, and Glenn Klausman for that matter, is because I learn from them.
Sure.
Like, when you ask questions about law, it doesn't really have sometimes anything to do with what I'm dealing with. I would just maybe have run into a situation in my real life, and I'd be like, this is an interesting conundrum. I wonder how a lawyer would look at this. And I'll text him and say, hey, man, I ran into a situation. What do you think about this?
For sure.
And I love that. So the idea of you guys, kind of giving a brief education to clients on what you do, what you can do for them, how you guys can make the relationship better and more profitable.
Yeah.
I would think that would be advantageous.
Yeah, I mean, I think to Scott's point, education for a client is important. I think for their long-term well-being, right? Because I can only be in front of a client so much. And I think there are a lot of people who, and I say this from experience, in my first venture in this world, I was with a different firm to kind of learn the business elsewhere.
Sure, yeah.
And in that experience, I noticed there are a lot of advisors who are saying a lot of things that sound very complicated, and their clients, and I would imagine they're not alone in this experience, when they're in the room, they're likely thinking one or two things. One, thank God this guy is here because that sounds complicated and I'm glad he understands it.
Right.
And two, I feel better knowing he's got control of it. But when they leave the room and go home, I think they are very hard-pressed to then recite what it was they were told. They don't necessarily understand what the advisor understands.
And I know for a fact, just because we've dealt with this in a number of situations, the ego can come into play there, and you don't want to ask somebody a question because you don't want to seem like you don't know what you're doing,
right?
Even though you've reached out to somebody for that very service, proving that you don't know what you're doing. You find a weird thing like asking questions. Is that what you run into?
Yeah, and I frequently remind clients that they do in fact pay us. They say things like, "Oh, I don't want to bother you." It's like, well, I like you, but also that's what the money's for,
right? Exactly.
So, yeah, I find, again, for the long-term well-being and peace of mind for the client, it's important to us that they understand why things work and how things work. Because if you don't, then you're kind of in some weird anxious state likely for months at a time until I'm in front of you again and then you feel comfortable.
Do you feel that clients really do you have clients that just go, look, I don't care about that.
Absolutely.
I hire you to do this. I trust you know what you're doing. I don't need this. I could be on the tee right now. I could be on my motorcycle right now. Why do I want to do this?
Yes, and there are some clients like that. And I will say that's the other end of the spectrum where you then have to sit them down and say, well, I need you to understand this. And not because they need to do our job, but because most things in our world come with some version of compromise, and I need to make sure every client understands what the compromise is.
Oh, really?
Sure, because there is no perfect, no matter what some whole life insurance salesman or annuity salesman or whatever it is telling you, there is no perfect product. So I need you to understand why the thing we are choosing is not perfect so you know what the downsides are to make sure you're comfortable.
And then why we're choosing that particular product for you.
Correct.
Yeah, because every scenario is different, and when somebody comes in, an annuity might not work for them, or IRA might not work for them, or whatever the case may be, whatever market you decide to put them in, and you explain to them why you're doing that, so they understand that.
Yeah, and that's an ongoing conversation, and we manage money in house, so for the most part, we are making the decisions and then explaining to them, here's what we see. Do you have questions about it? A lot of people are getting sold on products more than once and don't realize it. The annuity salesmen are generally very good at this. You're in a meeting not realizing that you are about to pay this person a commission. They're phrasing it in a way where you're not aware you've just been sold a product again, which is very tricky.
Yeah. Talking to Bratcher Brown from Edgewater Family Wealth, edgewaterfamilywealth.com for It's Only Money. Do you have something, Jack?
I do not.
Oh, okay. But so going back to the whole idea about, in informing them, so for me, I would be one of those guys who'd be like, I hired you for this.
Sure.
I do not want to talk to you. I'll call you when I'm 65. We'll make a plan, and then I'll get the hell out of Dodge. Because here's the thing. If I took my car to a mechanic and I was just somebody who had, surface level information about how cars work, and the guy goes, hey, look, it's going to cost $500 because, your valve seating was bad, and that's why it was doing this, and you're leaking oil into cylinder 3, and blah, 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 blah. The person's just looking at you like, you don't know. Okay. I mean, that's what I brought my car here for. You're the mechanic and I'm the customer.
Right. And yeah, I would say, does every client need to understand technical market theory? Probably not.
Yeah.
But for their personal plan, for your car, for instance, it keeps making this noise. Is the car going to fall apart? No. Okay. Sure.
But why is it making this noise?
But why is it making that noise, and why is that okay?
Yeah, gotcha. Okay.
So, I think that helps, and we do a lot of work internally. For instance, we have our State of the Union event in January, so that's about 100-person internal clients dinner to say, hey, here's the year in review, here's the year looking forward. And we do a few things like that throughout the year for existing clients to, again, kind of promote that education to make sure the clients are empowered to make decisions that they feel comfortable with.
Is that a normal thing in firms like that? I mean, that doesn't seem. I've never heard that before. That seems relatively abnormal.
I don't think it depends. For the larger firms where there's a bunch of employees, probably not so much. I don't know that they're empowered to make those sorts of decisions, nor did they likely want to spend the money.
Right.
But for the smaller firms, yes and no. But for us, it's been a priority for a while.
And you're a younger guy. I mean, do you mind me asking how old you are?
I'm 31.
So 31 years old. Do you ever get, when people come in, do they feel that you're qualified sometimes to do this, even though you've been in this business? Your father's been in the business since you were born. I mean, do you ever run into any of that?
I do, and it's interesting.
How do you combat that? Because obviously, here's the thing: if you were on Wall Street,
right,
and you were a broker on Wall Street, and you were successful, you and your family and your firm are very successful, and you had the right watch and the right suit, nobody would say a word to you.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's probably I don't envy the experience of somebody who's never had an advisor, and I will say, strangely, we are more commonly, I like to say, the last stop, not the first stop. So we get a lot of people who have advisors and now know what they don't like.
Oh, I see. Is your firm like you and your dad? Like, is your firm like, because you guys are relatively loose cats. I mean, you the vernacular that you use when you come in and talk isn't that of somebody who is a technical trader or a technical manager. You guys have a really good, what's the word I'm looking for, Jack? Like vibe where people don't feel intimidated by the both of you because you're very accessible.
Yeah, I would hope not.
Yeah, they do have a good rapport, but they also have specialists in each facet of it, and that's what I got to see. It's like, well, this is our guy who handles this, and this guy, this is the market guy, and like Greg Rossler, he's the Medicare guy.
Yeah,
so they have their experts. Yeah,
I to some extent we're translators. That's not to say that we don't have our own technical areas of expertise. But yeah, to Jack's point, we have hired what is probably, in the eyes of most advisors, in excess of staff who have specialties in different areas, and it's our job to then translate that to plain English.
Right. What's your favorite part of the job? What's your least favorite part of the job?
Oh, it's interesting. I was just talking to a new intern about this today.
I would think the best part would be like when you get to tell somebody, "Hey, look, I took your nest egg and we increased its volume by this much." And
it's interesting. To me, it's not so much the increasing, because I think that's not to say that everybody can be an investor, because sometimes there's behavioral obstacles that come with that. People's own emotions. What does my father say? Your interests from your inclinations. I need to protect your interest from your inclinations.
Right. He's yelling at the radio right now.
Yeah, and he's also telling me that some president said that, not him. But he'll take credit, I'm sure. So I think to some extent I can go buy an index fund. I can go, anybody can go do that for at this point a reasonable price. So to me, the performance, you can get that most places. It's the relationship. It's also taking the time to understand what somebody is, what is required of that person in terms of what can I save you?
Right, yeah.
Tax conversations, withdrawal conversations, estate planning conversations, because I think that's the thing that I can truly control. For me to sit here next to any other advisor and say, well, I perform better than that guy, any given year that might not be true. But I'd sit down with most advisors and say, let's really see how curious you are and what you know about the things you can control.
Right. Yeah, that's interesting.
I would think that maybe one of the positive experiences from your side was one that I had. Like, you go in, you're unsure of where you are, and then you leave with a better understanding and actually a little more relieved at, I have put money in the right places, and I am doing better than I thought. Because for many people, it's
they're going blind.
Yeah, you're saving for retirement. I'm feeding the 401k. You might have a Roth IRA on the side, and you're saving, and you think you're doing the right things, but when you put it through the board and on the screens, and you change the numbers around, and you're like, okay, well, let's say, what do you want to do? And that's a question you talk about, Jimmy.
Yeah.
That I was talking to my daughter this last night. One of the hardest questions for people to answer is
What do you want?
What do you want?
Yeah, what do you want?
Most people want options.
Yeah.
And to Jack's point, and what I'll say to anybody listening to this who has considered the consultation and goes, I don't want to be sold something. I don't know what it's going to. First of all, it's not going to cost anything. But Jack, right? At least as far as I can recall, I didn't say, hey, Jack, you're doing great, and also you need this annuity.
Nope.
Or, Jack, you need this product, or else it doesn't work, right? I'm more than happy for most people to say, you are doing completely fine, and I'll be honest, I don't think you should be a client. Not because I don't want you, but because I don't know that I can provide enough value to justify this 5 years down the road.
Yeah, or justify the fee or anything like that, right?
Right. And so, again, we have a successful business, right? We're making a living. I think that's great. I'm happy to help more people because I do genuinely believe there are a lot of people who are not getting a level of service that they know they deserve. However, on the other side of that, this is the thing that I do that gets to help people in some capacity.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
I'm more than happy to do that to the fullest extent that I'm capable, which includes a consultation and letting somebody walk out the door.
How do you deal with people that who have tough personalities in situations like this? Because when you have successful business owners, people who have saved money, and they're coming for your professional help to make sure that nest egg they've worked their asses off for is going to be safe and secure, but yet they're a little prickly and stuff. How do you deal with that? You want to do a good job for somebody who maybe you don't have a lot in common with, or maybe you not even really care for.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Again, this was just another conversation I was having with the intern today, where I said there will come a time where a client's going to ask you to do something, and the easiest thing to do will be to give that client what they want, but it is not in their best interest, and you now have to decide: am I going to argue with this person to do something that is in their best interest, even though it's not what they want? And if you believe in what you do, and if you're good at your craft, then the answer is yes, you have that argument. And what Scott, my dad would frequently say to people is, you will know you have found a good advisor when you find somebody you're willing to disagree with, and somebody's willing to disagree with you.
Right, yeah, because I would think that would be the toughest conversation is when a client comes in, especially if they're a big client that, and you disagree with them, and you have to tell them, look, this is a bad idea. And I know you're very successful, and I know you got a bunch of money, but this is not the way to go.
It's difficult. There's such an abundance of information, and a large amount of it is not applicable to most people.
Yeah.
Right? A lot of it is applicable to a few, and there's just too much of it. And so today was a great example of somebody wanted to do something, a Roth conversion. They didn't know why. They had just heard online that this is good for taxes.
Right. Saw a TikTok.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Right? And that's fine. That's not to say that those are bad, but in this person's specific scenario at this specific time, now was not the time. And I already knew, looking at the planning, the time for you is 2 years from now. If we do this now, it's going to be costly. If we wait till you retire and before Social Security, now we have a window.
Oh, that's wild.
But again, the easiest thing to do would have said, okay, if that's what you want to do, let's do it.
Wow, that's cool. Yeah, that's interesting, man. I got to come to the office. I got to come down there and check it out. I've not seen the place yet. Jack has been in. I got to come check it out for sure.
Let him run your numbers.
We'll let you through the door. Yeah.
All right, Bradshaw Brown here again from Edgewater Family Wealth. That's edgewaterfamilywealth.com. Go to their website. Go to the pull down. Make yourself a consultation. These guys will talk to you, whether it be a 10-minute conversation, a 30-second conversation, or a consultation where you actually come in and sit down with these guys to make a plan for your long-term wealth. That's for sure. That's what you guys do.
Yes, sir.
Also, you can download the 2 books for free as well. Do all that right there on the website. Deb, what do you have for news?
DeSantis is planning a special session on redistricting. What happened with that vote on Kroger in Lake County today, and an odd arrest after a liquor store break-in. We'll talk about that next during You Heard It Here First.
All right, just take a little break. We'll come back and do Deb's news and get the hell out of here on a Tuesday.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
The cold front is swinging through the Sunshine State as we speak, and it is going to bring the potential for a few showers and thunderstorms here this evening. Then we'll clear out later on tonight with temperatures dropping. We're back into the lower to middle 50s for our northwestern locales, but closer to 60 in the Orlando metro. We'll see a mixture of clouds and stars. And for our Wednesday, looking drier, brighter, still some clouds around from time to time, but we are expecting much cooler conditions with highs rounding out in the upper 50s and lower 60s. From the Fox 35 Storm Center, I'm meteorologist TJ Springer.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hey, it's Kyle from Blindster.com. There's never been a better time to buy blinds. Save up to 50% site-wide during our Cyber Week sale going on now. Our blinds are custom-made and guaranteed to fit. Skip the big box stores and order online for less. This sale ends soon, so go to Blindster.com today.
Join the city of Leesburg Saturday, December 6th for the Leesburg Christmas Festival and Parade presented by Summit Broadband. Starting at 1 p.m. in Town Square. Live holiday music, ice skating, train rides, food and drinks, photos with Santa, and the Leesburg Christmas Parade. The Leesburg Christmas Festival and Parade, December 6th, presented by Summit Broadband. Bring the family and your holiday spirit because Leesburg knows how to light up Christmas. For more information, go to leesburgflorida.gov.
Eustace Roofing brings holiday savings. Get $1,500 off your roof replacement on any roof at least 1,000 square feet, plus an extra $500 when you show proof of a donation to our community partners. Visit eustaceroofing.com for details and to schedule your free estimate today.
Looking for the perfect gift? Skip the socks and give the gift they'll truly savor. Corona Cigar Company has you covered. Shop coronacigar.com for holiday deals on cigars, humidors, and accessories. Wrap up with something truly special at coronacigar.com.
Heavy metal on a light budget? If it's important, it's not worth compromising. That's why with Farmers, you get quality and savings on your auto insurance. Here, I'll take over. See what you could save at farmers.com.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck or Fire Insurance Exchanges or Affiliate. Products not available in every state.
I'm Mark Anajar.
I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
And we're Anajar and Levine. Experience the Anajar and Levine difference by calling us with any of your legal needs. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In Office Orlando.
Hey Orlando, Joe Rossi here for Greenway Kia. Did you know Kia sells more new cars in Central Florida than any brand except one? If you're shopping for your next ride, chances are you're already thinking Kia. With 3 convenient locations and one of Central Florida's largest selections, Greenway Kia makes it easy to find the perfect vehicle. And during Kia's Season of New Tradition sales event, every new Kia is discounted up to $12,000 off MSRP. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Example stock number 17479, MSRP $77,225. Discount includes Kia customer cash rebate. Offer expires 12/7/25.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party. Hey, y'all see Hard Rock Bet has new promos daily?
Y'all looking for me, John Daly?
No, John. We're just talking about Hard Rock Bet promos.
So not me, John Daly.
No, promos daily. Like bonus bets or profit boosts.
That's my kind of promo.
Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook. Roll with us. New players bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Payable in bonus bets. Not a cash offer. Offered by Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Why go to just another sports bar when you can go to Crush Yard? The food, amazing. The drinks, top shelf. Craft beers, a gajillion of them. And then the big surprise. Pickleball. All indoor on pristine new courts. So that's it, right? Wrong, because we've also got ping pong, cornhole, and a full arcade for the kids. So, Kissimmee, when the temps rise, cool off with the best food, games, and fun at the hottest new spot in town. Visit CrushYard.com and follow us on social for details. See you down at the yard.
You know, there's millions of people without the health insurance they need. I get it. You feel like it's too pricey, a headache to deal with. You deserve something better. And better health. We're on a mission to get everyone high-quality, affordable health insurance. You have health insurance needs. We have plans with low out-of-pocket premiums, with in-network preventive care at no cost to you, and a network of local doctors and hospitals. So if you're still shopping for health insurance, go to ambetterhealth.com/enroll to get your free, no-obligation quote. That's ambetterhealth.com/enroll. For coverage to start January 1st, you must enroll by December 15th. Find the plan that's right for you right now. ambetterhealth.com/enroll. Ambetter Health, on a mission for better. Ambetter Health is the brand name for health insurance products underwritten by subsidiaries of Centene Corporation. Go to ambetterhealth.com to see offerings in your state. This is a solicitation for insurance.
When you've been in a crash and your mind's racing.
When you've fallen in a store and are blaming yourself.
When you've been hurt at work and don't know what to do.
You know who to call. Farah and Farah.
Orlando.
An official message from Medicare.
Medicare plans change from one year to the next.
And this year, it's important for you to review your current coverage and compare all your options during Medicare open enrollment. Compare health plans, drug coverage, and costs. See if you can save some money, and don't forget to make sure your drugs are covered. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Visit Medicare.gov or call 1-800-MEDICARE.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Need help navigating your will or trust? Visit OneFirmForLife.com today for your free consultation.
Stay tuned to the Jim Colbert Show as we demonstrate our attitude of gratitude. Our thank you segment is sponsored by Life Imaging FLA. Now open. Call pound 250 keyword HeartScan.
Our friends at TK Law want to remind us to look ahead. We will look ahead tomorrow on Real Radio, Wednesday edition of the Monsters in the Morning. Amber Nova in with the boys and getting ready for the big burlesque night this Friday night. If you don't have your tickets, you can get them now. realradio.fm/dance. Also on the Monsters tomorrow, tickets to Universal Studios. Tune in to Triple R Trivia for that. And don't forget, when it comes time to look ahead for you and your family, whether planning your will, estate plan, do it with the team at TK Law, just like I did. Reach out to our buddy Ray at OneFirmForLife.com.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Have been to multiple continents where there is no tipping. You just pay, and in fact, if you try to leave a tip, the bartender or the server will say, "We are paid well, we don't need that." Guess what? The prices are on par with what we pay here. So it's just capitalism at its finest.
Yeah.
Never in my wildest dreams would I ever tip someone who brought appliances to my house. I never even thought of it.
Hey guys, to be fair, there have been times where my dad will spend all day cooking a brisket, and he wants me to have some, so he has called an Uber before, cut up half the brisket, put it inside of a cooler wrapped in towels and foil, and had it sent to my house. So not every delivery is something nefarious.
All right, very good.
Because that Uber wanted some of that brisket.
That's for what it's worth.
I was going to say, some of that brisket, dude.
Hey, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Guess who does tip? Chad's tip. Chad's tip a lot.
This guy
Here's
got
a tip for you.
This guy
Quit being a cheap ass, Jimmy.
super butthurt about that.
Now you can blame that one on a Chad.
Yeah, see? Chad's only Chad's talk
You have
like
a great
that.
day, Jimmy.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
All right. All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. I am the Jim part. That is the Deb part.
Hello.
Jack part is right over there.
Hey.
Our buddy Bratcher Brown's in today. And his mic needs to be turned up.
Hello, hello, hello.
There he is.
Hey.
Bratcher, thanks, buddy. Appreciate you coming down.
Thank you for having me again.
It's cold out, and you have wispy shorts on and
I'm
a
getting
thin
to the gym,
T-shirt.
I swear.
That sounded so dad.
EdgewaterFamilyWealth.com. You can go there and pull down for a consultation. Give these guys a call. Have a conversation. If you are approaching that age where it's time to make some decisions for your long-term financial good, these guys are very good. Got one of the best reputations in town. 38 years as fiduciaries right here in Central Florida, and they can help you as well. That's EdgewaterFamilyWealth.com. Good seeing you, big dog. Appreciate
Likewise.
you coming in.
Appreciate it.
Deb?
Yeah?
What do you got for news?
It's time for You Heard It Here First on the Jim Colbert Show.
Well, what I've got is Florida Governor Ron DeSantis planning a special session on redistricting for next spring. DeSantis shared the development during a recent interview with the Floridian. In an interview, and noted the timeline could range between March to May as they await a decision from the Supreme Court involving the Voting Rights Act. Republicans are looking to redraw congressional lines in different states as the party braces for a challenging midterm environment next year. DeSantis has previously signaled he was inclined to support redistricting, and the Florida GOP did score a victory after the state Supreme Court upheld a Republican-favored House map. I hate these special sessions, though, because that costs the taxpayers.
Yep.
We pay for one legislative session a year.
Yep.
Stop acting like we're an ATM.
Yep.
All right, today the Lake County Board of County Commissioners voted to terminate its agreements with Kroger following Kroger's announcement in November that it would close 3 of its fulfillment facilities in Florida, including one in Groveland that employs more than 1,400 people.
Yeah, that was a kick in the nuts for those guys.
It really
was terrible.
was.
Yeah.
It's a terrible decision and leaves a lot of people hanging right before the holidays or right after.
It was really nice, though, Deborah, and I know you and I look at the same, when these small-town governments, they can be sketchy sometimes, but it was really nice seeing the leadership of that city step up and go, you know what, this sucks. We are going to lobby these guys to make a different decision, or we're going to do something for the people who live in this area and then work there. And it's over 1,000 people, man.
Yeah, it's over 1,400 people. And not only that, but Lake County secured $1.3 million in incentives and other grants to lure Kroger into the area to open these fulfillment centers. So they feel like, well, what the hell are we paying you this money for if you're just going to up and close? So today's vote does authorize the county attorney to send a termination letter to Kroger, immediately ending payments for the 2025 tax year. And also, like I said, try to recover at least part of that $1.3 million already paid to them. Yeah. They were talking earlier about spending $400,000 on new
training for the employees that lost their job.
Yeah, exactly. Making sure they have the certification and training they need to find a new job.
Unheard of.
And to help those employees, what's really cool is a job fair is going to be held on December 10th.
Very cool.
All right, before I do the next story, I invite you to join us on our YouTube channel, because Jack is going to be putting up a chef's kiss of a picture. A Virginia ABC store crew was in for a surprise after finding a raccoon passed out in the bathroom. Officers with the Hanover County Animal Protection and Shelter were called to the Ashland ABC store and found the raccoon straight up unconscious.
I've been there, Coon.
After... Check it out. Look at the photo.
I see him, dude. I've been there.
We've all been there, right next to the toilet or the garbage can. One is going to get hit.
Look at the mess, though.
Face down in the Cumberland Farms.
Oh, wait. Let's see the mess.
Oh, my God,
my
dude.
God.
Oh, he went straight Coon in there. Look at him.
He did.
What's that? Cavassier? What's he doing?
After he damaged merchandise on multiple shelves, now the responding officer safely secured the, quote, very intoxicated raccoon, end quote, and took it to an animal shelter to recover.
To sleep it off.
That is such a perfect shot.
And that's literally what happened, Jack, after resting for several hours and showing no signs of injury except maybe to his ego.
He just woke up and asked where his phone was?
The raccoon was released back into the wild. And you heard it here first on the Jim Colbert Show.
That's very funny.
Hey, that was the... He could have made
staged.
so many other bad decisions that night.
That looks so staged. It's perfect.
It is, isn't it? It's a beautiful shot.
Yeah.
We've all been there.
All right, young lady. Who do we have to thank today?
Aw, you for calling me young lady.
Stop.
Then we also want to thank Bratcher Brown with Edgewater Family Wealth. In case you missed his timely financial advice about education and some of their client events, his podcast has already been posted at The Jim Colbert Show. Also want to say congratulations to Chris for winning that fabulous $25 gift card to Frogger's Grill and Bar. And then last but never least, Sam Bowen and Candace Rich for running our YouTube chat.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate that, as we do every single day. Jack, do we have a question of the day?
Yeah, we do. In our YouTube chat, we asked, do you get a Christmas bonus from your employer?
This is an interesting one because times would tell you that not many people are.
Hey, why don't you ask our guest if he gets one from his
That's a very good question. Do the fine employees of Edgewater Family Wealth get Christmas bonuses, Mr. Brown? You don't have to answer this, by the way.
CFO, not CEO.
So it just comes through you.
Look at the time.
All right, buddy.
So anyway, Jim, what do you think the poll hit?
Maybe 10%.
27%.
Damn,
wow.
That's way higher than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Way higher. Not bad. All right, right.
That is not bad.
All right, coming up tomorrow, we have Scott Maxwell in. We'll have Animal House.
We're going to have Seminole County Animal Services with their Paws and Claws adoption event.
Absolutely. Plus your calls, text, talkbacks, all the fun stuff as well. On behalf of Deb, Jack, and Bratcher, I'm Jim. We follow the News Junkie. They follow the monsters in the morning after us. It's Tom and Ann with the Corporate Time and our friends from Real Laughs. We'll see you tomorrow at 3 for more of the Jim Colbert Show. Until then, have yourself a fantastic Tuesday evening.
See you tomorrow.
You bet.
Bye.
Well, I don't know about that.
If you missed any part of today's show, check out The Jim Colbert Show on demand. And for highlighted feature segments, listen to The Jim Colbert Show The Goods. Both are available for free on the iHeartRadio app.
A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan is coming up next on Real Radio 104.1.